You're watching the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent and Austen Show.
Look at Darnell Savage, and no longer on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Bit of a surprise move on Tuesday afternoon for the Jacksonville Jaguars as the veteran safety signed by Trent Baalke last year prior to the season is no longer on this football team as the Jaguars make another interesting move. Back-to-back weeks after a football game. So in 2 weeks, they've lost Tank Bigsby to a trade, and now Darnell Savage just flat out released with some money left on his deal, and that kind of seems to say a lot. Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Mech and outside Jags headquarters, actually. I'll kind of flip it around and show you. Look, we got the stadium right here ready to go for a Sunday game, a big one against Houston. And we are heading over here just for a little bit of Liam Coen news conference today, and then I'll be back in studio. Austen Lane jumping in just a couple moments as well. So, hey, the big story, Darnell Savage. It's interesting. I had to dig into this one a bit more because I didn't see this one coming. He played 48 snaps, I think is the number, over the first 2 games. The Jags were using that third safety look a decent amount, and they really don't have a lot behind them, I guess, is the main thing. That they might have announced already. They're about to announce a signing, but I think this is going to be Antonio Johnson's play, at least for now here in Jacksonville, to get a shot to play at that third safety spot and see what he can do with that. And then I don't think it doesn't seem like Rayon Lane is yet ready for that kind of role. He's been awesome on special teams, but the 6th-round pick out of the Naval Academy, I don't think they'll lean on him in this situation. So an interesting move with Savage. It's not like he was playing unbelievable, lights out, whatever. But from a depth standpoint, you're really pretty light behind Dewey Wingard and Eric Murray. So I think that's where the fascination comes in. Brent Martineau here, Austen Lane, back to the Action Sports Shack studios in a couple of minutes. Hamby, you let me know if we're a little too loud. I got a lot of construction going on around here, but
No, you're
hopefully
good.
things are okay in terms of listening in. Liam Coen expected to talk about 10:20, 10:25. So wanted to come down here, had a couple of things to do for TV World. So we're going to do that. And then I'll hustle back to the studio. Jags will talk today. We've been saying it for the last couple of days, a big game. I think the Jags will really downplay how big this game is, and rightfully so, is my guess. There's another big thing happening in Jacksonville, and I don't know if it's been out yet, but it will be out in a couple of minutes. The Florida High School State Athletic Association, that's a FHSAA, they are bringing the state basketball tournament to Jacksonville this year at the University of North Florida. So there's a big announcement going on just across the street at VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. And we have a news crew there. So we'll have more on that throughout the day. But that's pretty cool news coming up for the University of North Florida and Jacksonville as they host a big state tournament in basketball later this year, which will be held in March. About the same time, the ASUN men's and women's basketball tournament is also being held here in Jacksonville at the arena. So the conference tournament for the ASUN will be at the arena. The state championship will be at UNF. So that's some news coming in here today. I just got news all over the place for everyone, including you, Austen Lane. See that? Darnell Savage, little state basketball tournament. Downtown's hopping here this morning on a Wednesday.
Downtown's hopping. Downtown was hopping last night. Is the mic on, Hamby? I can't hear myself. Okay. Yeah, downtown is popping. Downtown's hopping last night. Got in a pretty bad car wreck. Might have totaled my truck, so that's cool. So I'm dealing with that right now.
Oh, what happened?
There was traffic on the 95 going northbound, going to my son's game, and then slowed down to accommodate said traffic, and then got rear-ended pretty bad from somebody else. So,
are you doing okay, or should we not ask you that question when it's being recorded?
Oh, no, it's fine. Scapula doesn't feel the best right now, my left one, and I actually broke my seatbelt. So it's weird, man. The airbag is in deploy, but the seatbelt broke. It didn't rip. It broke off the top part, the hinge. So wow. That's not working. So I don't know. Yeah, I got to take my truck in to see if it got totaled or not. But there was a couple people on Twitter that were reaching out because they saw me taking pictures and everything. So sending me well wishes. But yeah, I'm good and everything. But I will say this much, and this must be a new trend. because I've seen it a couple times. When there's a car accident and people want to pull up next to you to see what happened, far be it from me to tell you how to live your lives. Do not, under any circumstances ever again, and I'm talking to the fat, middle-aged dude that wasn't wearing a shirt in his beat-up pickup truck, don't tell me, hey, man, you can't park there. Because, Brent, I'm a chill dude. Even in that situation, when I was in a car accident, I was chill. I was making sure everybody was okay, and thankfully that's the most important part. You know, the driver that caused it was a little shaken up, but I'm like, hey, everyone's okay. It's not a big deal. Things can be replaced. Don't sweat it, right? So try to calmed her down, and then I had this dude in the pickup truck just decide to go, hey, you guys shouldn't park there. Now, if it was like a YouTube video, I'm watching it, hilarious. Being in that moment, not so funny. And believe me when I say, like, you thought I was mad about the guy that puked on me in the movie theater for Demon Slayer. This was a different type of mad. And no matter how many times I try to put it upon myself to just, just ground myself and just be chill, someone's got to test my patience, Brent. And my patience were tested to the max last night. And I'm just saying right now, because I haven't got over that yet. Like, the accidents, whatever, man. Cars can be replaced. I'm not worried about that. If I get a new truck, cool, I'll get a new truck. But I haven't forgotten about that dude in that truck, Brent. Like, that's tattooed in my brain right now. And I'm just saying, if it ever comes around where I try to take over the world in like a villain arc or something like that, it's because of that dude right there. If you guys are doing a Netflix documentary one day and it's like, yeah, also he was a pretty chill guy in the studio and everything, I don't know where it went wrong. You guys can tell them exactly where it went wrong. And it was when that fat dude in the beat-up pickup truck decided to go up to me and say, hey, you can't park there. And then, hey, the cherry on top of this whole incident was, people are like looking, and I get it. I've been in traffic when there's accidents. It's frustrating, right? So we're talking like the opposing lane. So going southbound, cars started to cars started to slow down, and like there's people taking pictures, and I'm like, whatever, I don't care. Some lady like stopped in the highway to take the picture because there wasn't any traffic. I'm going southbound. Stopped and got rear-ended literally next to my truck.
Oh my god!
Right when I'm literally like giving like the report to like the highway patrolman, and then all of a sudden you hear a big groom, and like we look over, and the highway patrolman's just like, man, and he goes, bleeping Jacksonville. I go, yeah, bleeping Jacksonville.
Bleeping Jacksonville. That's a good line by him.
Yeah,
that's unbelievable, man. Well, there's so many layers to this. Well, you've had a hell of a week. Got thrown up on, got rear-ended. So that's a heck of a week to start, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the early football season. There's adversity you just have to overcome. And then, so where are you on the highway? You on the middle lane? So you really clogging this sucker up?
No. I was on the left side. Come on, Brent. Living life in the fast lane. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So come on, man. So I was in the left lane. I stopped and I looked in my rear mirror and I see this girl coming, and I'm like, bro, she is not gonna stop. So I was able to brace myself, which probably wasn't the best idea to brace myself, but you know how it is. You see someone like barreling down on you, you want to be like, oh crap, here we go. So she hit me, and then my right foot's on the brake because I'm trying not to hit the guy in front of me. But dude, I went I hit the guy, I smoked the guy in front of me too. It was just chain reaction. Wow.
Yeah. So there's a lot going on there. Then there's going to be a lot to kind of figure out. You got it on both ends.
Yeah.
So that's that sucks. There's nothing like there's a certain level of anxiety when you get in a car accident, isn't there? And I'm sure the lady had it probably more than you, but there's just it's really kind of this. It's like this weird rush. Been in a few of them, and it's just it's hard to describe. But you've been in actual fights, and you play football, but just kind of a different rush where it's just everything happens so quick, but yet in slow motion. And so everything's so loud in your head, it feels of all the reaction stuff.
Yeah. I mean, everything's super loud. I'm not going to lie. I probably checked my mirrors, I don't know, 200 times coming to the show. And I probably went 20 miles per hour under the speed limit coming to the show today, just to kind of get my bearings back and everything. I may pull out of the parking lot here and drive home backwards with my rear camera, just so I can see everybody in front of me. because I'm not worried about like what's in front. I'd rather just like see behind me. So I may be driving. If you see, I'm in my roommate's Ford Bronco right now. If you see a Ford Bronco driving in reverse down the road on Beach Boulevard, don't be alarmed. That's just me. Got a little PTSD, and I'm just gonna handle it my way. Thank you.
Well, we're glad that you're all right. Hopefully, and everybody else seemingly was okay, so that's good.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have done like a live stream from there right after. Could have done
Yeah.
pretty well, it sounds like.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I mean, to be fair, in that moment, once again, glad everybody was okay. Was a little mad about that dude that drove by, and also I didn't get to go to my son's football game. That's what I was driving to. So then I had to miss out on that, which was kind of a bummer. But like I said, man, I'm just happy everybody's okay.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, you could have got into the Darnell Savage stuff a little bit. I'm sure, like maybe the cop was like, "Hey, what do you think about Darnell Savage? He just been released." That just about happened. So, what do you make of it, man? They don't have a lot of depth. I just talked about a little bit. They just released him. We had heard some things throughout camp, to be honest with you, or even the offseason, that they weren't super high on him. And obviously, Dewey Wingert and Eric Murray win the job. He played 48 snaps. They were playing that three safety look quite a bit in these first couple of weeks. And now you're going to really have to rely on a guy like Antonio Johnson, who, that might be okay, but certainly not the veteran player that a Savage is.
Yeah, if you look at what Savage did against the Bengals, and people can say, okay, well, this is another Trent Baalke guy, right? And they're trying to clear house on those Trent Baalke guys. Listen, I get that narrative, but that's so ego-driven, and at the end of the day, you still have to win football games, right? So, you mean to tell me that you're going to clear all the Trent Baalke guys out just to prove a point of this is the new way of doing things? Like, no, this is a performance-based business first, and ego can reign second. So when you talk about being performance-based, well, if you go back and watch any tape of Darnell Savage against Cincinnati, he was not good. He was not good in terms of tackling. I can point to a bunch of plays that just he wasn't great on. The Brown, yeah, exactly. That was a great play where he just missed the angle. Should have had that tackle for maybe like 4 or 5 yards, misses the angle, and he takes off. In coverage, I think he was a little bit of a liability. So to me, this has nothing to do with a Trent Baalke guy and you lost the game, so you're trying to make a point. This has everything to do with performance on the field. And I just don't think Savage performed well. And I don't know if it's a schematic thing. I don't know if it's just, he just didn't have a good game against the Bengals. But I understand it. And this isn't new in the NFL, Brent. Like, when you lose in the NFL, changes sometimes can be made. And they're going to look at, okay, well, we lost. Number one, great. Where were we vulnerable? Well, Jamar Chase had a pretty damn good day. The backup quarterback had a decent day set aside from the turnovers. Where do we go wrong? And I think a start of that can go with Darnell Savage. And it's crazy, too, because you look at the safety position right now, set aside from Darnell Savage, I'm not worried about Dewey. I'm not worried about the safeties right now. But obviously I think Savage was a little bit of a liability against the Bengals, and they addressed it accordingly.
Yeah, I think this is two things, and then I'm going to run up here for this news conference and give it back to you guys. But I think this is standard and buy-in that come to mind for me. So my guess is, first of all, the Jags are trying to change the standard around here. So the standard is go play well. All right, well, Brian Thomas Jr. didn't play well. They're not cutting him. He's a first-round pick who obviously has plenty of good stuff on his tape. They're going to work through that a little bit. They're not probably super happy with the way he's playing. But certainly the standard he did not meet on Sunday of how they want to play. But he's bought into trying to do it. There's a different thing. When you're the third safety, you're playing, a third of the snaps, and then things aren't going well from a play standpoint. My guess is you marry that with what you feel like the buy-in is after a guy loses out on a starting job. And I think there are probably some breadcrumbs to indicate the two things marry up to be, okay, this isn't working out. Maybe the same thing with Tank, right? Tank took to social media, probably was unhappy with his role. Not that you say you don't need Tank, but you got plentiful resources in the running back room. Now you have more defined roles. That's why you probably are able to trade Tank and obviously what you got in return. My guess is that Jags probably tried to trade Savage too and just couldn't get anything in return. So I think this is an interesting thing to watch. I don't think it has anything to do with Baalke guys versus Gladstone guys. I think it has to do with the standard and which guys become expendable if they are not meeting the standard. What's the balance of, hey, we're going to stick through this because we either need X player or we we want to see more, right? There's just too small of a sample. So I think all those things are in play here. And I think once you piece it together, I would say to me, Austin Savage probably just didn't meet the standard, probably meet the buy-in level, especially after losing out on the starting job and his role as a veteran player. And the Jags were like, okay, time to move on. Let's see more about Antonio Johnson. And now we keep an eye on probably the waiver wire and other moves that the Jags could potentially make.
They just announced that they signed safety Khalif Helassi.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. I don't really know much about him. Maybe you guys could get into that a little bit. And I don't know if the answer is in a corresponding move. I think right now the answer is going to be Antonio Johnson. Can they get something out of Antonio Johnson, who I think looks so much better than he did last year when he had put on so much weight? But he's still a player that is pretty inexperienced, and the Jags now will have to rely on the former, I think, 5th-round pick out of Texas A&M. All right, I'm going to go upstairs. You guys take it from here. I'll check back in a little bit from Jags headquarters and then in the studio around 11 o'clock.
Sounds good, man. Have a good press conference. Hamby, who is this? Is this Khalif Helassi or whatever the guy? Is
Yes.
that from the Vikings?
Yes.
Can you put him back up one more time?
Yeah. Let me do it without Brent. So this is an Oregon guy.
Yep.
So that's good for Ronan.
Oh, yeah. He's going to love that. My bad. I wasn't even thinking about I thought you meant he was from Oregon, but he's actually went to the University of Oregon. Okay,
Yes.
Yep. So, guy gonna have to buy his jersey. Fantastic. Awesome. Hopefully, Fanatics is offering a discount for that one.
Maybe if he'll take number 6.
Yeah. Do you have the picture?
Yeah, let me get it
Okay.
real quick.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, is he going to come in right away and make a difference? Let's be honest, probably not, right? But I just think for depth purposes, sure. Like, and James Gladstone we trust. But to me, and we can say how bad Savage was against the Bengals or how much he didn't produce, but to me, I think it's more of just a compliment to Eric Murray and Dewey Wingard, because I remember in the preseason and everything, Hamby, and this is before they got Murray, like, safety was of question.
Yeah.
Safety was one of the spots that we were asking for and shock your mock. And you bring in Eric Murray, who's so far so good. Like, I don't think there's a lot of complaints. Okay, yeah, I mean, there you go, Oregon, dude. I like the stash, right? I like the stash. Can't tell if he's wearing contacts or not. If not, good for that dude, because, hey, dude's got some eyes on him. I was referring back to the Minnesota picture because in that picture, it looked like he couldn't be any more bummed to be a Minnesota Viking.
Damn.
Like, you got to think about it. Like, dude, that's probably like his – did he get drafted by Minnesota?
No, he was so he was on their practice squad.
Okay.
So he started at Western Kentucky. Let's go back to college.
Let's go back to college real quick. Let's get to know Khalif. I'm going to go with Khalif
Helassi.
Yep, probably going to butcher that name for the next 5-6 weeks, man. I'm sorry, but yeah. Okay, let's go back. Let's see where he came from here, Hamby.
Native of California.
Okay.
Played at Western Kentucky.
Yep.
Then 2 seasons at Independence Community College.
Okay.
Then at University of Oregon.
Okay.
Then he was originally entered the NFL as an undrafted free agent with the Chiefs.
Yep.
Excuse me.
You good?
Then he was did the offseason with the Chiefs, being waived, and then joined the Browns.
Yep.
For 2 seasons, 23 and 24. And was most recently on the Minnesota Vikings practice squad.
Why was he mean mugging in the Vikings picture? You went from Cleveland to Minnesota. You would have saw a big smile on my face. All right. Good to know.
Let's get that back.
Dude's like, man, I can't believe I'm in Minnesota right now. All right. Khalif Hassim. Well, we'll keep an eye out for him. But like I said, I think this is a testament to just how good this Jaguar safety room is. And, you know, I think it was a question mark going into the season. And now we can sit back and say, you know what? I trust in Eric Murray. I trust in Dewey Wingard. We'll see with Antonio Johnson. You know, now he's going to get a bump up a little bit in those, whatever you want to call them, dime packages and everything. Maybe nickel packages as well. So we'll see how he can handle the challenge. But that's one position right now in this defense I'm not worried about.
Yeah.
And I think if Eric Armstead can kind of keep doing his thing, what he showed glimpses. Now, it wasn't perfect, but he showed glimpses. Like, I think they're all great solutions to have, especially when you're taking on Houston this Sunday. What do you think, Hamby? I want to ask you this question. And I think I know where you're going to go with it. What's the biggest question mark right now on this team? Like, going back from, obviously, the pre-draft, it was interior defense. And maybe pass rush depth, right? Edge depth. Well, those get taken care of. Interior defense could still be up for play here. But my question to you is, out of all the positions, which one are you still kind of like skeptical about where it's like, man, I don't know what we got here?
Yeah, I mean, BTJ's low-hanging fruit. I'm actually going to go with corner. Jamar Chase, I mean, he eats. T. Higgins has that big play for a touchdown. Nobody just looked comfortable. And like we said, Tyson showed some glimpses, and he played well to finish the football game. And I know people want to harp on Tyson. Anytime a receiver goes for 150 yards and a touchdown against you, I get it, especially because the slant looks so easy over the middle. I mean, what do you want the guy to do? And my first thought is Jamar Chase does that pretty much against everybody. Aside from maybe 5 corners in the National Football League, he's going to do that.
Yeah, but I want to say about Tyson Campbell is there was that one bubble route to Jamar Chase that should have been, and Brent mentioned it, like a 5-yard gain.
Yes.
And it turned into like a 20, 25-yard gain.
Right into Jordan Lewis.
Because, didn't take a great angle, horrible angle, and really made it way too easy for Jamar Chase.
Yeah, that one was a big head scratcher.
That can't happen.
I remember I put that out. I was like, that just doesn't make sense because he literally ran right into Jordan Lewis, and it would have been a totally other angle for him to go straight to Chase.
And to be fair, that reminded me of the Jaguars of old in terms of their defense. That play right there. If you don't remember what we were talking about, it was the jet bubble screen, whatever it was, to Jamar Chase, and he ran up the sidelines for probably 25, 30 yards. I think that was in the third or fourth quarter.
Yeah, so, I mean, you have that. It wasn't the best game by any stretch of the imagination. Darian Jones on the other side, I mean, I don't think he played terrible. Mm-hmm. Again, he's played against really good receivers. And then Travis Hunter, I mean, he gets the DPI. I mean, I thought it was a great play, but there's just a lot of questions. How many snaps is Travis Hunter going to play?
Yeah.
How dependable is Tyson Campbell? Because in order for, I think what we've learned through 2 weeks, 100%, is for Campanile to call the defense that he wants to call. There has to be 100% reliance and dependence on your corners to play pretty much man-to-man on the outside against those receivers. Because you're playing cover 3. I mean, you're not playing a lot of cover 1. You're not playing man-to-man per se, but if you're in cover 3 with one safety roving the middle of the field because we got 7 other guys at the line of scrimmage, you're pretty much in man-to-man on the outside because you're going to have to carry every single deep route that there is and not rely on a lot of safety help. So we're going to have – the Jags are really going to have those guys step up if Campanile is going to call the defenses that he's calling, or else you're going to have to make a big adjustment.
Yeah, I mean, this really it starts with the corners, and this is where I was going to go to in terms of the position on the Jaguars right now that you just don't feel great about. Like, wide receiver, obviously, but I'm going to be honest. If Brian Thomas Jr. is to the point now where, like, catching the ball is going to be the issue against Houston, right, and maybe he hasn't recovered from whatever's happening with him, and maybe he needs some more time, right? And by the way, you'll get more time because this isn't like a Savage situation where it's like, okay, well, let's get – no, like –
He's 23.
He's 23 years old. We've seen great out of him. He's a first-round draft pick, and granted, he's not Gladstone's first-round draft pick, but you're still going to be tied to Brian Thomas Jr., okay? So, like, let's just clear that up right now because I've been seeing people saying, you should try to trade him. What are you going to get for him?
Yeah, it's dumb.
If you trade Brian Thomas Jr. right now, what are you getting for him? Because it ain't going to be a first-round pick. And if it's not going to be a first-round pick, then what are we talking about?
It's not even an argument that I would go out with logic. I think it's just it pisses me off because this was the only single bright spot on the entire team last year. We had an unbelievably bad season. He was the only bright spot. He was the star. He was the only reason to watch.
Yeah.
And he's had a rough first 2 games.
Yeah.
And you want to ship him off?
No, it ain't going to happen.
Forget it.
Not going to happen because if worse comes to worse, then you elevate Parker Washington to a bigger role, and I'm not worried about it. So I'm not worried about wide receiver right now. Although, got to catch the ball. Dwami Brown, too, falls in this category. Got to help out Trevor Lawrence. I am also worried about the cornerback position. Now, how fair is it when you blitz 7 people and you rely on your corner to be one-on-one in coverage at the 5-yard line, and the Cincinnati Bengals are going in to score, and you still have Joe Burrow in the game, it's Jamar Chase. Like, how many cornerbacks realistically can be on an island that close to the goal line and say, okay, go stop Jamar Chase?
Very, very few.
Very, very few, right? Maybe you want to put Singletary in there. Maybe you want to put Sauce Gardner. But, even then, I feel like, man, advantage Chase, I think. Advantage Chase. So I'm not going to sit here and say, okay, well, that's got to clean up on the man-to-man coverage. Sure. Yeah, clean up, make better plays, but look who you're going against, right? So that's why I've been so upset with that play calling in terms of sending 7 people when 4 people were getting there, when 5 were getting there. You didn't have to send the house. We saw the exact same play then in the fourth quarter on that play to T. Higgins. So, yes, if you're going to play this Coach Campanelli defense, you're going to have to rely on some man coverage every once in a while when you send the house. And I'm not mad at that. I would rather have you be aggressive than sit back and just, have a death by 1,000 cuts. Right? Like, if you're going to get taken over the top one time, so be it. Live to fight another day. But you got to understand the situation as well. And when the situation says that you're getting home with 4 or 5 guys, then don't send the house.
Right.
When the situation shows that Jake Browning had 3 interceptions against a 4-man front that was rushing, you don't have to send the house. So, yes, cornerbacks got to play better, but I'm also under the impression that you got to put them in better positions to succeed. But, yeah, that's not to say Tyson Campbell, you get a pass. Like, no, I mean, on that one jet bubble, you got to make that tackle on Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
You got to take a better angle.
Or at least slow him down.
That's football, right? Like, I get he's a great receiver. But that didn't matter if it was Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Parker Washington. Didn't matter who was catching that ball. They were turning up the field because the tackling angles were that bad. Stingley, too. But by the way, Daniel Kukani, yes, absolutely. Stingley, too. I mean, in terms of the cornerbacks and everything, he's definitely up there.
And Hamby's Burner says, and I want to clarify, I feel like every couple of months I should clarify, no relation to this account, although we really appreciate him, fan of the show. No Jaguars fan that actually supports the team and wants them to win would want to ship off Brian. Those are people that listen to First Take and Colin Cowherd.
Sure.
I hope that's right. I think that's right, and I hope it is too.
Mm-hmm.
Because, again, it's been 2 football games.
Mm-hmm.
And we've said it since Sunday afternoon. If you want the Jags to be good, you're going to have Brian Thomas Jr.
You're going to need him.
So let's figure out a way to get him back to the type of play and the type of player that he was last year.
And here's the thing, too, Hamby, and then we'll get ready to take a break here. I don't want to call it an overreaction because I think it's justified in terms of how that Bengals game went.
Sure.
And we talked about it a little bit. The last thing you want to do when you're week 14, week 15, and you're fighting for a playoff spot was go back to that Bengals game and go, if things would have been a little different, maybe we'd be in the playoffs right now. Something like that, right? I hate having that conversation. But people got to understand that this is a marathon, not a sprint. Okay? We're 2 weeks in the NFL right now. And I'm going to need at least 4 weeks, 5 weeks to figure out who teams even are. Like, do I think the Kansas City Chiefs are an 0-2 team? No, I do not. Do I think they're going to get better? Yes. Right? Like, it's not a big enough sample size right now to freak out. And it's not a big enough sample size right now to get cocky, though, either. Right? Like, it's just, you have to let this play out. But, to echo what Brent's been saying, and I'm not sure if he posted the article yet on actionsportsjacks.com or actionnewsjacks.com, but this could be the biggest game of the season. I think any divisional game is big. Obviously, Houston, you owe them one for upping to Trevor Lawrence. Like, yes, this is a huge game. But I'm not going to make it more than I guess it has to be, Hamby. Like, yes, honestly, on paper, and we'll see what the odds say, you should definitely win this game. At home, Houston's not playing really well right now. C.J. Stroud's lacking confidence. Their offensive line is a little banged up and not blocking well. Like, this is tailor-made for the Jaguars to win.
And they don't have Mixon. If you can't beat him without Mixon, don't ever expect to beat him with him.
That's a good point, too. So it's crazy how we're in, I'll say this much without overreactions and everything. It's crazy how we're in week 3 right now, taking on a Houston Texans who's had the Jaguars number, especially at home, it seems like the past couple seasons. I'm under the impression that the Jaguars should win this game. Do you feel the same?
Absolutely.
Enough said. More on that when we get back here on the Brent and Austen Show. Darno Savage, man. Best of luck to you. I got no ill will towards the man. You know, it's a performance-based business, and unfortunately, just didn't have the plays this season to maintain that spot. But the guy did show up every once in a while, especially last year, right? I mean, the Viking game right here is a classic example of it. We thought the Vikings would come in and blow the doors off the Jaguars, and the Jaguars' defense stuck with them. A lot of turnovers. That was the turnover game right there.
When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness. And most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
Putting your needs first. It's the backbone of how First Florida Credit Union does business. In all honesty, you might as well be speaking another language when it comes to finances. Sure, I'm good with my money, but what am I missing in the fine print? That's what led me to First Florida Credit Union. They're the perfect choice for anyone starting their financial journey because they keep finances easy. Plus, they offer financial education and resources I can trust. So I'm always growing more confident. And as a young adult, I am constantly adding more responsibilities to my plate. From a car payment to a mortgage, it all adds up. Luckily, First Florida Credit Union makes sure it adds up in all the right places and not the wrong ones by offering better rates and lower fees than traditional banks, even if you're still trying to grow your credit. Because as a member-owned institution, First Florida genuinely puts people's needs first rather than focusing on profit. So I know as my needs change, they'll be right there to help me reach my goals. Check out firstflorida.org to learn how you can benefit too.
It's one of the hot spots in the area.
Welcome you to String Sports Brewery out at the beach. Big crowd on hand tonight. The fans are here.
And now the newest hot spot at the beach is open. String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach has opened its doors with rave reviews.
We're going to be fans forever.
Cozy up to the bar. Grab a seat in the sports-themed restaurant, or grab a seat outside and feel that breeze coming off the beach as the weather warms. Just like the original location in Springfield, try the popular beer menu and come for lunch or dinner too, because the food is fantastic.
We got a special guest in the house. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's Travon Walker.
It's where we hosted Jags Report Live in the football season, and the String Sports Brewery staff can't wait to host you. Hey, welcome back here to String Sports Brewery. And if you haven't checked out the new location in Jax Beach, you got to do it. String Sports Brewery, now with 2 locations in Springfield and now open in Jax Beach on Penman Road.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, Honda has what you need.
The Honda Talon. Ultimate performance meets family-friendly fun. Prices starting at $363 a month. Or the sporty Honda CBR 650 starting at an affordable $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from a full line of Honda products. Only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing is taking their 75-plus years of expertise and expanding to CGC Home Services. Water treatment and plumbing is still a big part of what they do, and now they can do even more for you. Home services like kitchen and bathroom remodeling, showers, sinks, faucets, toilet repair, backflow testing, and the list keeps going. Find all they can do at cgchomeservices.com or give them a call, 904-298-7052. It's a new look and a new name with the same expertise. They've been serving homes like yours since 1946. CGC Home Services, right here in Jacksonville off St. John's Bluff Road, 904-298-7052. And visit cgchomeservices.com. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Hamby, so this was on Twitter this morning. Somebody sent this to me and I broke it down a little bit. Do we have any context?
None.
Do we know where this is from?
Lake Jackson.
You got a state for me or just no? Let's go with Lake Jackson. I feel like there's a lot of Lake Jacksons. Can we? I mean, this is amazing.
It looks like Texas.
Okay.
You want slow-mo?
Oh yeah, definitely give me slow-mo because look at the even foot exchange when she's breaking down. Fantastic. You know what, Hamby? This is Texas. You know why this is Texas? And like, listen, I get, Florida's got great football players, right? I get it. Louisiana, like, per capita on NFL average, maybe has the most NFL players, right? I get, Ohio, they love their football here. Only in Texas are you going to get this type of form with this type of force, with this type of finish. It's a great call, Hamby. This is absolutely from Texas. Where else would it be?
Right.
Only in Texas are, moms in the suburbs ready to throw down with a textbook form tackle like they're Sean Taylor. You love to see it. And shout out to that guy. Yeah. Show the mugshot, by the way, at the end. We pause the mugshot.
Here it comes.
It's all right. Look like Khalifa El-Husseini, though, when he got to Minnesota. Same kind of demeanor. Man, I'm in Minnesota. Man, I just got form tackle. I'm about to be a meme. It's amazing. Yeah. Texas is the last spot that you want to try any petty stuff there, man. Let me tell you.
She lost the glasses.
It's all right, man. That's all part of it, right? All right, we're good, Hamby. Did the phone stay in the pocket, too? She's got a cell phone on her hip. Bam. Hey, high school football coaches. I know it's hard through the season right now. Show that film to all your players. That is a textbook form tackle. I was blown away. I thought it was AI when I saw it this morning, Hamby.
Really?
I thought it was AI. But then I remembered, Texas is a state. She's probably from Texas.
I wonder if she was even involved. Like, as far as she just saw this dude running.
Yeah.
Had no idea what was going on. Was just like, I'm about to make a play.
YB 400, literally, I was just about to say, hey, if she was out there in that Jamar Chase bubble screen, may have been a 2-yard gain. May have been a 2-yard gain. Might have been a fumble as well. Yeah, hey, if I'm Coach Campanelli, I'm showing that. Why not, man? I remember when Dana White, there was some like security footage of like this female security officer who tackled somebody like in a bar or a club or something like that. And then like Dana White like highlighted her and like brought her on for security for like a UFC event. But like, obviously I'm sure paid her handsomely. This woman right here needs to be propped up more. Like, Good Morning Football, ESPN, I want to see it be the top 10 play of the day. That was an amazing form tackle. Shout out to her.
She needs tickets to the next Cowboys.
Shout out to that Mama Bear, man, because whatever that dude was running from, you had it come. All right.
Austin, I've got some around the NFL questions for you.
Let's go. Let's get it.
First one I want you to break down is a longer question because I got a video to go with it.
Okay.
Does Ben Johnson have beef with the Lions?
100%.
Have you seen this?
I haven't seen it,
Oh,
but
let me get this
I
out
can
of
sit.
slow-mo.
I mean, did you see the score? 100%.
Get this up. Here we go. So he gets his butt whooped.
Yep. Dan
Go to Dan
Campbell walking
Campbell.
with confidence, carrying a big stick.
2 seconds.
Ooh.
Here's what's worse. Goff's tracking him down.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, didn't even look him in the eye when he shook his hand. I mean, listen.
That's it.
Okay, so here's the thing, Abby, and this is a great point. Let's break this down real quick, and let's break down Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell and Jared Goff. It sucks to lose, right? I would have that Ben Johnson energy if my son beat me in, like, Sorry or Candyland.
Okay.
Right? Like, I hate to lose. And I am under the impression that if you're a coach in the National Football League, a head coach, one of 32, you better hate to lose as well. Right? So I think there's something to be said for going back to, you know, what kind of put you on the map in Detroit, right? The Detroit fans were saying, bleep you, Ben Johnson.
Yeah, which I
right?
don't understand that. Was there stuff prior to this?
So I think there was some comments when he got to Chicago about his time in Detroit that maybe was taken the wrong way. I don't have like the quotes in front of me or anything, but like that was my impression.
I mean, I saw that. I guess it was a couple weeks or a couple days before the game at like a Wednesday press conference, just like Liam Coen is having now. They asked him about the Lions, and he said their quarterback.
And that's what I was going to bring up here, right? So to go back to the scene real quick. So you get the whole Dan Campbell exchange. Yes, and if I'm Ben Johnson, I'm pissed off because I just got embarrassed in Detroit, right? And it's not unlike Dan Campbell to run up the score. Look no further than last year when the Jaguars were in Detroit, right? And I think it was to the point where we're just asking for mercy. Just end it. Pass the sticks. Give them to somebody else. We don't want to play anymore. But no, Dan Campbell puts up a 50-burger, right? Puts up another 50-burger against Ben Johnson. Okay, so if I'm Ben Johnson, I'm pissed off there. But then when I get to the press conference, and they always tell you this through NFL media, so every single year, as a player and a coach, the NFL will send a representative from the media, and then they'll go through media training. Do you want to hear one quick funny story with this, and then I'll get back? Did I ever tell you the Lance Briggs story with the NFL media?
Lance Briggs, Bears linebacker.
You know Lance Briggs, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Legend in Chicago. They brought in the NFL media one time to talk to us about like our post-game responses and how to handle Twitter and everything. And so I would probably say this representative was like a 20-year-old girl, probably like a 21-year-old girl. She was super young.
Okay.
Right? In a room full of just grown-ass men. Right? With all personalities and characters. And one of the things that they brought up was it's bigger with players now to quote lyrics from rap songs and everything, and those lyrics get misrepresented. Okay? So she's going through some examples and everything, and we're just sitting there, and it's like a PowerPoint presentation. Out of nowhere, like, she goes to the next topic, and Lance Briggs out of nowhere just goes, or it's like that Third Eye Blind song, Semi-Charmed Life. You know, because you think they're talking about one thing, but it's about heroin. And I look back and I go, of all people to bring up the band Third Eye Blind and Semi-Charmed Life, and by the way, a great song. I grew up with it, right? But keep in mind who like he's talking to. Like at this point, Hamby, in my career, I'm one of the older guys in the locker room, right? I was playing some Outkast sometime, and they didn't know who Outkast was, right? Oh, wow. So like, this is more, this is an older type of thing.
Yeah.
So all the young guys turn around and just go, what the hell is Third Eye Blind? And what is he talking about? Dude, I was on the floor laughing.
That's awesome.
Because it was so out of left field. Of all people, Lance Briggs, All-Pro, Mr. Chicago Bear, brings up Third Eye Blind when we're talking about rap lyrics and interpretations and everything. Dude, that is tattooed in my mind, and I'll never forget it. Amazing. Now, getting back to the Ben Johnson press conference and why I try to talk about that. They tell you in the preseason, hey, take a couple minutes to decompress. Whether it's a win or a loss, you're on to the next one, but gather yourself. Don't give the media anything in terms of a soundbite. Don't give your opponents coming up any kind of soundbite. Just answer the questions, get in, get out, right? Well, what does Ben Johnson do? Ben Johnson, who had a quarterback in Jared Goff, who they won a lot of games together, had a lot of success, wouldn't even refer to Jared Goff as Jared Goff.
Right.
What did he say, Hamby?
Their quarterback.
Their quarterback.
Or the quarterback over there.
The quarterback over there. The quarterback over there. 6 syllables. Jared Goff. 3. Much shorter. I think I might have messed that up. I think it's 7 syllables.
8.
8, whatever, man. I was close. Jared Goff. 3. A lot shorter. Just call him by his name. Right? Like, when you refer to him as the quarterback over there, then yeah, we, including Hamby and Brent, would take that and go, okay, there's some bad blood there.
There's something there.
So to answer your question, yes, there's some bad blood between Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell. But don't forget, Ben Johnson had that kind of that smirky attitude where he was like, I'm looking forward to beating Matt LaFleur twice a year. Well, we'll see about that. Opening press conference. Looking forward to beating Matt LaFleur twice a year. We'll see. All right, what else you got?
How bad is Kyler Murray's PR team?
I'm going to need some insight here. I don't know what you're talking about. He's 2-0. Oh, I haven't seen this. Is this Photoshopped? Is this AI? Is this real?
This is real.
Okay. Do we have context with this one?
He put it out.
He put it out.
He did.
Not like, okay.
He posted the picture.
Do I need to say anything about that? I mean, like, this isn't the best look, right? Like, here's the thing. The picture without the dog could be a great picture, right? Mike Vick kind of spearheaded a whole new generation of dual threat quarterbacks. And I'm sure Kyler Murray falls in that boat. Would have been a great picture if you're just wearing a white tee with that beautiful pit bull in front of you. Not the best picture when you combine the Mike Vick jersey with the pit bull, right?
Is he thinking?
Now, once again, maybe he wasn't thinking about it, and that's fine.
It was 100%.
Person taking the picture, Hamby, like, if you're Kyler Murray's, whatever you want to call him, correspondent, media person, entourage member, wouldn't you just go, hey, man, you know what? Hey, it's a great idea. I like where your head's at, but maybe we'll take the jersey off for this one.
I think this was like, hey, I want you to take a picture. I think Kyler's like, I want you to take a picture of me in a Mike Vick jersey next to my new pit bull.
So you think this was intentional?
100%. It's too obvious. Way too obvious. There's no possible way.
Yeah, I know, man.
That somebody could be like, hey, you realize this is, and Kyler's like, oh, like, my bad, didn't think about it. No, bro.
Yeah.
He wanted to do this.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's too coincidental to echo your point. It's too much of a coincidence for this to not have been planned. Did he have a caption with it?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, man, I don't know. Not a good look. I think maybe people have an issue with it. I mean, is social media tearing this apart, I would assume? I would hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a good look by Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Not a good look by Kyler Murray's team.
Question 3. How good a coach could Sean McVay be with plantar fascia? Apparently, he got it running down the sideline in the last game.
I saw this. Dude, that's a pretty serious injury too, as well.
Sucks, doesn't it?
Because the tear, like you tear like the cartilage. I mean, I'm not a doctor, obviously. We should get one on though.
We should.
We could do that. I feel like it's like you tear the structure of like your bottom of your foot, essentially, right? Like whatever you want to call it, the fascia, the tendons, but like something's torn. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely going to be okay, right? Because it doesn't take anything to get in the headset and call the play. But I think what makes Sean McVay so great is that high energy. I think like when he's running up and down the sidelines, and I don't want to speak on his behalf, but it almost seems like he's in the game too.
Right.
Right? It almost seems like he's like a kid and he's like, all right, yeah, let's see what this play. Yeah, watch it work. And then you're excited, you have enthusiasm, and you run up and down the sidelines. Like, that's what makes him so great. Hamby, and it's why I think he's one of the most consistent coaches year in and year out, despite of injuries, despite who they have in the roster. Because not only is he an offensive guru, he can call the plays, the X's and O's and everything, but he provides such great energy. And I think his players, they always respond to that. Like Sean McVay's energy is contagious. And now you got to wonder with that plantar, fasciitis or whatever. I mean, do you get him a scooter and just let him roll up and down the sideline?
I'm old enough to remember when Gus Malzahn broke his leg as the UCF head coach, I think 2 years ago, and they built a little structure for him, heightened structure on the sideline.
See, I don't think McVay is going to be for going stationary.
I don't think so either.
I think this guy's got to be on the move.
He's going to grit it out.
I think you got to get him a mobility scooter or something, take that restrictor plate off, take that governor off, let it go, at least 60 miles per hour, because this dude's got to cruise on the sidelines now.
Get one of those scooters they put at Publix.
Yeah.
The little carts.
Keep in mind here, let's keep a close eye on this now. If they have him in a box or something, or in a throne on the sidelines, I'm taking the Rams unders.
Yep.
I'm taking whoever they're playing. I'm taking their opponents.
Right.
Because you got to have the energy.
How many games of proof would you need before starting Daniel Jones in fantasy?
Ooh. Who are the Colts playing this week? Tennessee, I think, right? I think they're playing Tennessee.
This is a question. I put this in there because you have got to be some kind of convinced to allow yourself to see the name Daniel Jones and insert him into your fantasy football lineup. It's not about the play.
It's about who you're getting. I mean, it's about what you've seen, right?
It's about
you're under the impression that you've seen too much.
Seen too much.
Okay, but let me ask you this then, Hamby.
It's the name.
And hey, far be it from me to be a Daniel Jones supporter, right? Mm-hmm. We've been over this.
Yes, we have.
This goes back to even before maybe even you were born, Hamby, with me and Brent Martineau in terms of Kyler Murray and Daniel Jones.
Sure.
People were bleeding out in the hill, dying on the hills of Kyler Murray and Daniel Jones. Now, Brent's not here, and I'm not going to speak bad about someone who's not here, but I think we know who won the conversation. I think there's Kyler Murray. I think there's Daniel Jones. I think we know who won the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if Daniel Jones messes around and gets a Super Bowl with the Colts, I'm going to be all the way pissed off. But until that time, I think we know who won the conversation. Sure. Now, back to the question. Let's take Sam Darnold from last year. When Sam Darnold was in Minnesota and he started doing his thing, were we all under the impression of, okay, we've seen too much of Sam Darnold. We've seen him in Carolina. We've seen him in New York. We're all good. But at some point, Hamby, and you play fantasy football, so you know, at some point, he was on the waiver wire and maybe you had an injury at a quarterback position and you're like, you know what? If I take Sam Darnold right now, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And do you know why I know that? Because Sam Darnold won me a fantasy football championship. When Anthony Richardson decided to go, I'm all good, and made me look like an idiot for drafting him, I picked up Sam Darnold. And spoiler alert, dude had a pretty good season. Won me my fantasy football championship. Well, him and Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen helped out too. Thank you, Adam. All 45 years older than you. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you very much. That's what I'm thinking with Daniel Jones.
Okay.
Where I get that you know too much, and I get that we've seen so much bad, but it's hitting differently with Josh Downs. It's hitting differently with Tyler Warren. Jonathan Taylor able to run the football, and is also a pretty good receiver. It's hitting differently with Pittman. Now, let him go on the road against Tennessee, who I get Tennessee isn't the best team in the NFL. They're 0-2, but they play some pretty good defense.
Yeah.
Like, their shortcomings right now aren't because of their defense. So I would say let him go on the road, see what he can do there. If they win again and he's consistent, I can't believe I'm saying it, but I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that you might want to take a look at Daniel Jones as their fantasy quarterback. Not saying you got to start him, but I would keep him on the bench.
Last one.
Mm-hmm.
Rank these 4 quarterbacks 1 to 4, starting with who you would want most if you need a game-winning drive. You're down 4 with 2 minutes to play.
Okay.
You have Dak Prescott.
Well, real quick, Is this on their respected teams as well,
Yes.
or is it just it's just the same team for each quarterback? Because this matters, man.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
Yeah.
Give me you could take them with their teams.
With their teams.
Yes,
okay,
with their
with their respective teams. Okay, give it to me.
All right, you got Dak Prescott,
Yes.
Baker Mayfield,
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts,
Yep.
and Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert. Okay. And how we're down by how many?
You're down 4, need a touchdown, 2 minutes to play.
2 minutes to play. Okay. A great question.
1:57 to play. You don't have the 2-minute timeout.
Who's clutch? Okay.
got one
Okay.
timeout.
Yeah, this is the clutch factor. All right. Go ahead, just because, and once again, it's teams included here, right?
Mhm.
I mean, this is a great. So you have some time to work with, Hamby. Give me Baker first, simply because I think you have the balance of the run game. Assuming Tristan Wirfs is back, you have the offensive line to keep you healthy and upright and give you confidence. And, dude, I'm going to be honest. Baker's just
Dog.
the dog, the confidence, the pissiness, whatever you want to call it. I like that in 2-minute drills. So give me Baker first. Then we got Dak. We got – give it to me again.
Dak, Hurts, and Herbert.
And Herbert. Man, this is a good question, Hamby. Second, once again, this is just based off of the team. Give me Jalen Hurts. Now, is he going to beat you? No, I'm Hamby. I get it. I know what the stats look like this year for Jalen Hurts. But in terms of, once again, an offensive line, the ability to run the football.
You're not running the football with 2 minutes.
No
timeouts?
You can rush. You're fine. Screens to Saquon Barkley. Like, I like the offensive line of the Eagles.
All right, 1 minute to play.
No. All right. Hurts is 2. Eagles are 2. Sorry. Eagles are 2. Next, then I'm going Dak, and finally I'm going Justin Herbert. Simply because Herbert, while stats-wise, he might have like probably out of all these guys, made the best stats so far. I got to see it when the pressure's on. Like, I haven't really seen a lot of Herbert in the playoffs of good. Haven't seen a lot of Dak in the playoffs of good. Jalen Hurts has won a Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts has been to 2 Super Bowls in 5 years. But I love just the mindset of Baker Mayfield. So there you go.
You were supposed to, rank Hurts last.
No, I didn't.
You were supposed to.
Well, see, you made the mistake of saying it's their teams. If you wouldn't have said their teams, it would be completely different.
Yeah, I'm going to depend on Jalen Hurts to throw 4 or 5 10-plus yard passes to A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith.
I think he can handle that. I think he can handle a screen to Saquon Barkley. I think he can handle Dallas Goedert across the middle. Dude, you hate on Jalen Hurts because the numbers, he hasn't had it been used yet. When you have Saquon running like he's running, what do you want Jalen Hurts to do?
I want him to throw a 12-yard completion.
They're 2-0.
A 12-yard completion.
They're 2-0. And if the game flow is going to dictate a 12-yard throw, then guess what? I'm sure they can do that, Hamby. But until that time, the Eagles are 2-0. They're one of the favorites, and they haven't had to rely on Jalen Hurts' arm. Don't hate the player, hate the team.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
For the game day hustle and every day in between, juggling my show Jags Social to going under the Friday night lights and a social life, it's a daily tournament. But this ride, MVP status. The all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus isn't just my car, it's my personal locker room, office on the go, and VIP lounge on wheels. Let's talk tech. My profile remembers everything from customizing my dash display to setting the ambient lighting and my signature scent. And wireless charging, essential for live tweeting scores. Whether I'm packing for a beach day with friends or heading to the gym, there's space for every passion. After dominating all day, this becomes my recovery zone. The massage feature is like having a personal PT on call. Life's a non-stop game, but with this ride, I'm always on my A game. The 2024 Lincoln Nautilus. Drive your passion.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all.
Replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet's truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
A rightfully proud Francisco Lindor and his three kids watch.
Francisco Lindor's wife, Katya, I believe her first name was, crushing the national anthem at the Mets game on Hamby, violin or cello?
Let me take one more look at it.
Because the cello is the one that's similar, right?
Oh, that's a violin, by the way.
It's a violin?
Yeah.
That's right, yeah, because you're your mom, right?
Yeah, that's
what's what's the smaller one? There's a violin, but there's a smaller one. Maybe it's not a cello.
Fiddle?
Maybe a fiddle. I don't know.
Is there a difference between the size of a violin and a fiddle?
There's like a violin, and then there's a violin that's either a little bigger or a little smaller. But I forgot like what.
I really should know this.
Looks like I should Google it. Yeah.
But obviously the cello's like the
Viola.
Viola.
The viola's small, like super small.
Viola is larger.
Yeah, but you're talking about something smaller, right?
Well, I don't know if it's smaller or bigger. It's like it's like a different size violin.
The cello's like the tall one, like that stands.
Okay,
like
that
on
stands
a base,
up. Okay,
you know?
but there's another one that you can hold, like on like your shoulder or whatever. But it's either a little bigger, or a little smaller.
That might be.
Okay.
What do you say it was?
Viola.
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 Frank Viola.
Nicely done. Viola Davis.
You ever heard of Frank Viola? Have I ever heard of Viola Davis?
Frank Viola is the old journalist, right? Sports.
I've never heard of that. No, but Viola Davis, she's like an actress.
Yeah, I thought she was an actress.
So a viola is an instrument of the violin family, larger than the violin,
What's
and
larger?
tuned a fifth lower.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
Listen,
Fantastic.
I should know a lot more about the violin.
Yeah.
I listened to it just about every day of my life growing up.
Yeah.
So, but that sounded very nice.
How are we feeling about, like, would you rather have instruments for the national anthem, or are we talking vocal performances?
You know
like,
what?
which ones stick out
That's
to
a
you?
really good question. I kind of like the instruments.
Yeah. Now, didn't like the Brazil one with the drum and the saxophone.
Yeah, I know you didn't.
That
like
was a little much.
But I like, we'll get the rocking guitar
That was amazing.
solo. That's great.
That was here in Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
And so others have tried it and done it well. Like, I didn't mind the violin at all. I feel like one nice thing about it kind of moves quicker. Bet the under when you've got just an instrumental.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't mind the other ones either. Most everybody that does is usually pretty good.
Yeah, it's weird because I feel like when you sing the national anthem, you can kind of add a little more of like your style to it, and sometimes it's a little too much.
Yeah, the guy in Cincinnati was good.
Yeah,
He
okay.
did. He added a little pizzazz to it.
Okay.
It kind of
But
was
it-
like
but it
very like
worked.
just normal, and then toward the end got a little
Yeah. Hamby,
pizzazz to it.
you're the musician of the group. You going with vocal, or you going with the instrument? And if so, what instrument is the best to play the national anthem with?
I mean, I'm always, if we're gonna go to the 9, let's go full band and include the horns.
Okay. But I'm saying if you only had one instrument, just one person's playing.
Oh, one instrument?
Yeah, man. That's why it's a harder question.
Trumpet.
Trumpet?
Oh, trumpet's good.
Yeah, trumpet's good. But trumpet to me, it's like Kentucky Derby, taps, memorials, things like that. But I mean,
That's fair.
it does make sense for the national anthem too.
Yeah, but that's fair.
Yeah.
You can't have you can, but I just don't think you could have like the flute.
Yeah, there's not enough
Nah,
power.
there ain't no flute. That
Yeah, I mean,
doesn't
people
command.
play it,
Nah.
but it's just like you,
Nah, you
wouldn't
can't have
want
a
that.
flute. You can't have a French horn.
Ukulele. Hey, how about a little like I'll be all right with this?
Little
Somebody
saxophone.
want to play that harmonica? Might be kind of cool. I don't
Yeah.
know if I've seen that.
Yeah. I mean, harmonica would be.
You know, they go to work.
I mean,
I like
it
the
could
harmonica.
work.
I'm a big harmonica guy.
I mean, to me, Hamby's burner has it all day because it's electric guitars.
It
It's
is.
the
I mean, it
answer.
works. It's
Like,
been done. Yeah.
Yeah.
The trumpet's good though. The sax is good.
Yeah.
I thought the violin was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are levels of it. I think the electric guitar is going to be tough to beat.
No, I mean, to me, it's the one because, like, listen, and I'm a saxophone guy, right? Call me Saxo Rose, but it just there's something with electric guitar. Jimi Hendrix might have had the best Star Spangled Banner of all time. Like,
I caught that.
yeah, you got
That was
that.
good.
Yeah. Oh, see, Daniel Kilkenny, thank you, man. Jimi Hendrix, goated for sure. Like electric guitar, you can't beat it.
That's a really good question, though. Instrumental. Because I think there were probably some great instrumentals over the years, but we always go to like the Whitney Houstons and was it Stapleton at the Super Bowl that everybody raved about?
Oh,
Man,
Chris
that was
Stapleton.
so good.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
really good. Sax and harmonica would be sweet. Yeah, like I'm a big harmonica guy. I tried that for a bit, couldn't do it.
Hard,
Harmonica's awesome just because you can just like you can fake it.
Oh, dude, but like, see, the harmonica is
not
like
front of
anybody
people,
can
I'm
do
just
it.
saying, yeah.
And then you see like John Popper, John Popper, play the harmonica, and it's like, okay, there's levels. Like when you have like a built-in like neck harness.
Yes,
And you have two of them, and you're going back and forth because I guess one's like a different kind of like tune setting.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, man, you're a wizard as far as I'm concerned.
You see Kix Brooks do it, and you're like, all right, that's how you.
Kix Brooks and John Popper, man, harmonica talk today. Yeah,
I always there are some guys that can play all the different stuff like all at one time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy how they can coordinate that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can hardly walk and chew gum.
I mean, I can't sing and play the guitar at the same time. There's no way.
Nobody did it better than Geddy Lee.
It's just
There you go.
amazing how they can do that. That coordination's nuts.
I love how Hamby's got to get a Rush reference at least one time.
I mean, dude was
per
the
episode. But no,
nastiest bass player in rock, sung and did the bass synthesizers with his feet all at the same time.
and by the way, was
Yeah.
a certified genius who didn't have to play music. Would have
Oh,
been
really?
like, dude is Hamby. Back me up here.
Big baseball fan.
Well, but I'm saying he's a very intelligent individual. Like
I actually
IQ.
didn't know that he was insanely smart.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know what the IQ thing was or whatever, but yeah, he's a genius.
Huh.
Yeah.
Musical genius too.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
We were just talking about the.
Well, no,
national
what
anthem.
have we talked about?
Oh, we Hamby went around the NFL a little bit. We broke some things down. Ben Johnson drama. The Kyler Murray photo with in a Vic jersey with a pit bull wasn't a good look for anybody. And then we just kind of had some
Sean
hypotheticals.
McVay as plantar fascia.
Yeah. Well, we just got back from Liam Coen.
By the way, real quick, just to follow up with the Getty Lee, he has an IQ of 130.
What's normal?
That's I think 80 or something.
I think
maybe?
you're right. I think it's around there.
Yeah.
Never really looked that up. What's the max you can get on?
I think 160.
Is it?
Average
So-
IQ is between 85 and 100.
Oh, maybe 172.
We've done this before, haven't we? Weren't you going to take a test? Or
I
something?
did.
Did you take a test?
I don't remember. Yeah, way back, a year ago. I don't remember what I think I got a 125, but that is a guess.
Yeah, I don't. I think I told this story back then too. I don't ever remember taking an IQ test. Did you remember taking an IQ test?
No, just ACTs.
But
That was
I
it.
swear they used to, not at that level. I think
Yeah.
they do it, or they used to do it early. There was some kind of testing.
I paid $8 to take this.
You
IQ
did?
test.
I don't know if this was just hey, is this kid smart or not to place you in elementary school
Okay.
or somewhere along. I just remember taking some kind of test when I was little, and I don't know if that was an IQ test or not. And I always remember my mom didn't tell me what I got on it. And I don't know if that meant I did pretty good on it or bad. She wouldn't tell me what I got on it.
Huh.
That's what I remembered about it. So,
Weird.
But I have no idea if that was I just thought, I always thought, looking back on that moment, now I got to ask her. I don't know if she would remember, but if that was an IQ test that you took and she didn't want, because not everybody will flaunt their IQ or tell people their IQ. If they take the test like Hamby does. That was kind of the part of this.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want to take one anyway. I also don't know why it's the delineation of smart.
Well, I mean, there's street smart and there's book smart,
Yeah.
I mean, there's great test takers and there's test takers like myself who just don't do that well in it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know why. I don't know what it means, I guess, is the point.
Yeah. I don't know.
So I don't know what this means either. But coming back from Jags headquarters, how wild is it for both the Texans and we did this a little bit the other day, but we did it in reference to the Bucs. But the Texans and the Jags, you can kind of play that they have familiarity at the least, but definitely someone will probably look this as an advantage. I think you mentioned it on the offensive side of the ball. The Texans just played the Rams, who are the Jags West, and the Bucs, where Liam Coen was last year, have a lot of similar pieces. So the Texans just played these two teams that obviously have a lot of Liam Coen ties
for
what they're going to do. And then I just thought it was pretty cool that Coen acknowledged it. He's like, oh, yeah, we'll look at formations that worked and matchups that worked and all these. I mean, he kind of he didn't tell you the game plan, but he was definitely letting you in to be like, yeah, we'll definitely utilize that. We think we can utilize that. And I know they probably feel the same way Houston does. But it's going to be interesting to watch a little bit of a chess match on
dang, I got
Sunday.
a 138.
Flex.
I finally found it.
That's a flex. Congratulations to you and your family, Hamby.
I didn't know my mic was on.
No, you're good, man. I'm glad it was, and we heard that as opposed to it being off and you just saying that to yourself. Wow, I'm really smart. I got 138. I'm impressed with myself. Wow.
What's the max?
172.
Man, I tell you what. See, like I said, I don't know why that's the delineation of smart based on this show on occasion.
Didn't know his mic was on. Yeah, I mean, I get that it's a talking point, and you can say, okay, the Rams, then the Bucs, and now the Jaguars, there's similarities. But to me, and I spoke on this before a little bit, if you look at Sean McVay's offense from what he had when he went to the Super Bowl and what he ran until now, it's completely different. It's completely different every single season. So while it could be under the same coaching tree, I think the Bucs offense does different things than the Jaguars offense does. And I think the Jaguars offense does different things than the Rams offense does, simply because of who they have as the personnel. So, like, I don't know if DeMeco Ryans is really going, okay, well, let's see what we did here against Tampa. Like, it's not necessarily the same stuff. Like, there could be some wrinkles and there could be some in terms of goals and everything, but, like, it's going to be completely different, I think.
Yeah.
I don't put a lot of stake into it, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess the alignment stuff probably. I mean, yeah, who knows? We'll see. Some of the identification. But then also, how much can you change that up and mix that up, and how much will you do that?
Yeah.
So that was coming out of the Liam Coen. So I thought he was pretty good. He was asked a question, I think it was by Mark Long, about the balance. Can you run or screen game more or less, or which one's more important against these kind of edge guys with Hunter and Anderson? As a pass rush guy, did you hate the screen?
I mean, nobody appreciates the screen because you think, okay, this guy just let me go. It's going to be quarterback sack. Oh, crap. Now I have to retrace my steps. But it's something that an individual we worked on every single day when I played, and I'm sure still rings true for this Jaguars team. It's something that you have to take into account, even though you might get it 3 or 4 times a game at the most. It's something that's drilled and almost to like a point where you have to have like muscle memory on the defensive line because it is so important, right? Because one screen can change the entire momentum of a game.
Yeah, it can. And here's the deal, though, and the reality of it is we haven't seen that in Jacksonville happen very often. Meanwhile, they scored 2 touchdowns on 2 screens. Mm-hmm. And then I think Tootin had a pretty good one as well, right? Didn't he have another one that went for a good chunky yardage?
Yeah, that would have been the first, second quarter to like the right sideline and everything. That wasn't – I don't think that was necessarily – I don't know if that was a screen or more, just like a kind of like a swing kind of pass, like a little out route.
Yeah,
but it was a short pass nonetheless, and it got results.
Are we going to see – do you think like if you can run the ball well, and this is what Liam gets a lot of credit for, the screen game is similar to the run game on all those kind of things, or is it totally different? Is part of the run game in terms of the details, the mechanisms, the teachings, or is it more part of the passing game?
So your question is the screen game part of the run?
Is like if you're a good running coach, like we think Liam is, does that make him a good screen?
Yeah, I mean, it goes hand in hand because it depends what type of screens you're running. Like, are we talking about play action screens where you fake the ball to the running back because, he's feasting on your defensive line right now? So do you fake the ball to your running back, then you boot away, and then obviously you go back to that running back that you foot. I mean, it all depends what types of screens you're using. But I would always say, I think it's more play action, Brent. Like where if you're a good running football team, then that sets up the play action, which can be a complement of the screen as well.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we've been saying this for a long time. The Jags screen game used to drive us nuts. Mm-hmm. It's just so bad that the Jags are just so bad at it. The bar is low, but I just said, I mean, this might be the best screen game we've seen. Now, I don't want to have recency bias here. I think the Jags actually were better at the screen with Doug in the last few years than they had been in the previous 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years, whatever it was. I mean, I just remember for a bit, especially when we were back on the radio side, that we would celebrate a good screenplay or a stop and screen because it was just, it's like everybody else does it and the Jags couldn't do it. And I don't know why. I don't know what that means, but they are doing it now. I mean, they look like they've got a couple backs, by the way, they're pretty good at it. Catch it, be elusive. But that also takes some pretty good detail in the offensive line, some understanding, the timing of it, all this different stuff. And there's a million different ways to screen, as I kind of just learned a little bit as I was talking to Liam after his news conference. So, there's just so much that goes into it. Mm-hmm. But I do think it's something that's cool that the Jags are good at because here's the other thing. They like he says, you can't coach it.
The screen?
Well, you can't coach once the ball gets a guy in the hands. He loves to say that. I mean, gets the ball in the hands.
It's definitely a feel thing.
Yeah. So it's like I can't do anything to scheme that up outside of call the screen and we practice that. Once that ball in that guy's hands, now he just goes. But they have a bunch of guys that you could screen with. You could do wide receiver screen with Brian Thomas Jr., Travis Hunter, with the speed that they now have, especially in the running back room.
Dwami Brown as well, because he would be a screening guy just because he seems like he's the gadget guy, the jet sweeps and everything. You can run the screen off the jet sweep motion and everything. So, yeah.
So, I think it's something to keep an eye on, continue to keep an eye on, because I think the Jags are pretty versatile in that part of the game. Trevor Lawrence and others have said they have more run plays that they've ever seen in this offense. So many runs. Well, my guess is they also have so many screens because, again, they have so many people that they could get that ball to with the screens. I kind of like a Liam Coen news conference, usually very upfront, honest, says, hey, yeah, we're pretty bad in the kick return game. We got to get better at it.
Yep.
Hey, Brian Thomas Jr., we know it wasn't great, but it's a great chance to bounce back. How about Parker Washington? Has he earned an opportunity was the question. Absolutely is the answer. Not like, well, we'll see if we can get him in the game a little bit. And he even called himself out a little like, hey, coming off the camp, we should have used him more in week 1. And we couldn't find him the reps, but he was pleased with the way he kind of stayed in it, got his chances last week. So get ready to see a little bit more Parker Washington perhaps involved in all of this. And then I just thought this part was fun because he was asked about the kick return stuff. And this is a little clip from his news conference.
We've got to do a better job communicating as an off returner. I mean, last week that guy was putting them right on the goal line. And those are brutal because you're sitting there and you teach these guys to catch a kickoff in a staggered stance. And so, well, where's the one foot versus the other? That's got to have great communication and trust between those two back there. So that's something we're evaluating this week. And, I mean, Houston has a very good special teams unit, physical, aggressive, fakes. They have speed down the field in all phases. So this is a great opportunity for our unit that, coming off the heels of not our best performance and not the standard, to bounce back against a great team.
Yeah, this was just again not our best performance. The part I like there is really probably more inside the business. It's like, that guy. It's not a camera. It's actually a robotic camera they have. The Jags have, but they're like, Liam, don't go over there.
Yeah.
He's using the whole stage now to break out a play.
I like
You're
it,
gonna have to put a wireless on Liam.
Yeah,
to me that shows a lot of comfort though. That can be an uncomfortable spot for a guy who hasn't been there a lot. Again, never been a head coach. You're there, you're talking to the media and stuff, but not all the time. He just shows them that he's really comfortable. He's sitting there.
Yeah, that's great, man.
Down the visual of that. So I just thought that part was pretty fun.
Yeah,
from Liam Coen. Hey, Andre Jackson, no problem. It was you on the sound. That's okay. Why can't the Jaguars run a screen or stop a screen? Yeah, Kilkenny knows it goes back a few years. Nonstop was our mantra. We would yell screen on Twitter, like in capital letters, when it was a good one. I wonder if there's a sports book where you can bet the Jaguars run jet sweep on their first drive. Why is that? Did they do it all the time? Did they do it both first drives?
In the preseason, they did.
They did in Pittsburgh. They did in the first one with 4th and 1 with Diami. I'm just wondering against Cincinnati, did they run a jet sweep, or is that something that Hamby's Burner is trying to say about the Texans?
I mean, maybe he's trying to say, and we can actually ask him. But I would assume because Texans defense is pretty good, so you might get in some 3rd and shorts and everything.
Yeah.
Maybe you can convert the 3rd and short with a jet sweep.
To answer your question, I don't think there is. I don't think there's a book that you can bet on a jet sweep.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
You can bet on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you can bet on a lot of stuff, like live betting in terms of like next play, but I don't know if the jet sweep's an option.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, you can, but you can like pass or run.
Pass or run.
Yeah. You ever done that?
No, I'm not a degenerate.
That's like different level if you're betting on the next play.
I wouldn't trust like my connection.
The 7th drive.
Yeah, there's no way. I wouldn't trust my connection. Like the play probably already happened, and I'm like they're trying to scam me out of money, and I'm making a bet on a play that already happened.
That would. I'm not betting on that one. Although I did say if you could have found a way to bet on the 55.5 Travis Hunter snaps.
Oh yeah.
85 of them.
Yeah. Didn't seem like it, but
the house.
Yeah.
Do you think that's going to be the norm now for him?
Once again, I think it depends on game flow and who they're playing and what's happening in the game. But, yeah, I think that's a norm.
Yeah, and he looks good right now. A lot of the numbers are coming back, if you like those numbers, or a lot of just the videos with him against T. Higgins are out there, and it looks like he's good. You know what I've been impressed with Travis Hunter is he plays physical in the corner game. Like, I think he's handled that. Again, he's not a big guy. He's going against bigger receivers, and I thought he played physical against the Bengals with all the reps that he had out there. Did you see that too?
Yeah. I mean, I thought, like, there's a couple times where I think it was on Chase. Chase caught that one.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
Is that the one where we wrote him out of bounds?
Yeah.
I think that was Chase.
Yep. But no, I think, like, he didn't look like a deer in the headlights out there. Like, he looked at home and everything, and this is against probably the best wide receiving core in the entire NFL. So, yeah, I mean, I think mission accomplished in terms of getting your confidence and everything. I think the biggest question going forward now is on defense. All right, throw him out there when you can, but also on offense, like, can you work him in more, right? Like, it's one thing to play whatever 40 reps it was on offense, but it's another thing to actually play those reps and get involved. Like, if you're going to have him out there, might as well get him involved with it too, right?
Yeah, well, that's my curiosity, because some people will say, well, he's getting knocked around a little bit on offense, because you can jam him. And well, he's also playing a lot of times in the slot where it could be a high traffic spot. So can you get him in some kind of space for an explosive play? Like, I don't know how you do that. Is it a slot
last year with
fade?
Brian
Is it
Thomas
whatever?
Jr. We saw it last year with Brian Thomas Jr.
Like, it feels like they got to do that. It feels like the 6-yard catches he's not running away from anybody in the middle of the field. You don't do that in the NFL very much. I mean, now if you get some green grass in front of you, that's okay. You can run away from anybody. But it's really hard to do that in the NFL. Like, this isn't college. Like, and you can tell his first thing is almost to juke somebody.
Yep.
Like, after he catches the ball. And you're not really going anywhere.
For sure.
So they have to create. I just think they have to create a big play opportunity. Would be nice to see a big play opportunity, to your point, to get everybody talking.
Yeah, it's for me, just to get his confidence up. Like, I'm not saying he's lacking confidence.
He doesn't look like he's lacking it.
No, but I'm saying, like, I think there's plays out there that when you're a professional rookie, and, like, you get a 20-yard gain or a 30-yard gain on a long pass, like, I think that does something for your confidence. Where it's like, okay, this is it now. Like, if I can do that, I don't think he's to that point yet.
No, I don't either. Again, we think that if that PI doesn't get called, that's a play that you can really, like, put a exclamation point next to, and, well, okay, helped you win that football game, made the play. It looked like it was terrific. I've talked to some other people in the last couple of days. They really believe it was textbook defense.
Yeah, he just didn't bring. I mean, he didn't turn his head. If he would have turned his head, there's no room for debate. There should still be no room for debate.
Yeah.
But the ref didn't see him turn his head,
and that was it.
They're going to err on the side of that.
But the point being, it'd be nice on the offensive side to just get a play, get a 50-yard play, get a 60-yard play, get a highlight play, get ESPN talking about a play. It's an entertainment business, they said. And I think he's handled really what I would call somewhat of a slow start really well, like in front of the microphone and everything else. He doesn't look frustrated. He looks all into it, everything else, like on the sideline. And I think the time is coming. I think it will happen. I just don't know when that is, but it would be really – obviously, the crazy thing about this whole deal, guys, is this offense has looked outstanding with little impact from Brian Thomas Jr. and Travis Hunter. I think that's like the only thing that we really want to see. We want to see those two guys go make a play, and then we're like, feel really good about the offense. And lack of turnovers would be good too, but you get my point.
What do you think Travis Hunter's signature play is 2 games into his career so far? Where when they say Travis Hunter, you point, that's the play right there.
It's the DPI.
It's the PI.
Well, but that's not.
So he doesn't have one.
So he doesn't have one.
No.
Well, then that's telling, I think.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
I think you need to get him one. Yeah, I mean, like, I think, going into game 3 now, like, I think it's on the Jaguars to find a way. And once again, like, on defense, it's harder, right? Because you can't control what's going to happen on defense.
Yeah.
But, like, hopefully interception or something, or just like a big hit or a pass breakup, whatever the case may be. But on offense,
absolutely,
I feel like it's your duty to try to set something up. And it's not for lack of effort. They try to go to him a couple times. If Trevor can get that ball up a little more in the end zone and gets that touchdown, boom, there's your signature play. There's your welcome to the NFL type of play. But until that time, I don't think he has one. So I think it's going to be imperative when he's on the offensive side of the ball to try to get him one of those plays, just to be like, hey, that's the Travis Hunter play right there, and that's a confidence booster.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think they're going to have to do that on the offensive side. They're going to have to figure that. It's got to be an explosive play of some kind. Whether it goes for a touchdown or not, I don't know. But quite frankly, if they had designed that play for him over the middle instead of Brian Thomas Jr., I think he makes the play, and that could end up squirting in for a touchdown. Who knows? Probably wouldn't have, but that could have been it to kind of seal it. That answers your question. Parker Washington going to play a little bit more. Who's he taking snaps from? Is it Hunter?
It could be Hunter. It could be Brown, I think. Depending how they feel about Brian Thomas Jr. Obviously, it could be him as well, depending how this week of practice goes. But I don't think it's going to be just one sole wide receiver. I think they'll have different packages for different players.
Yeah, because he did play all over the place in camp. You know, he obviously comes into the league as a slot guy, but he looked good. And remember that one big practice, he was playing everywhere for, I think, Brian Thomas Jr., who was out of practice that day, and it looked good. It makes you wonder where they can utilize him, how much they'll move him around. Do you start to steal some reps from Brian Thomas Jr. for obvious reasons, but also for the other side of it, where Parker Washington's going to go help make a play for you? Right now, there's just a little bit more confidence. You don't usually treat receivers like this, but in a sense, it's got a feel of running back by committee that the Jags have employed or think they're going to employ, where you could give it to Tootin when he's got the hot hand. You can give it to Etienne when he's got the hot hand. We thought even Tank would be involved with this in some way, shape, or form going into the year. Well, I mean, right now with the emergence of Parker Washington this last month and a half and the of Brian Thomas Jr., you can make the case that you've got wide receiver by committee.
I don't want that. I mean, I get that looks good on paper, and it's good for game planning and scheming, because now it's like if you're a defensive coordinator, you almost have to guess, like, okay, who are they going to today? And I think sometimes in Kansas City, when they had a lot of success, they did have the wide receiver by committee, when Tyreek Hill was gone. But I don't want that here, because I want Brian Thomas Jr. to be 1A. I want Travis Hunter to be 1B, and then however you feel about Dwamie Brown and Parker Washington can fill in the cracks, right? But I think it's imperative that you establish, like, hey, these are our alphas. We got Brian Thomas Jr. and we got Travis Hunter. Now, obviously with Brian Thomas Jr., the production and just what it looks like has fallen off a little bit. So if that's the case, well, then I need to elevate Travis Hunter and make him the one receiver until further notice.
Yeah. Hey, Rip, I've noticed that personnel groupings lead to who's that wide receiver, and I think that's probably true. Hunter hasn't played hardly at all in 12 personnel. We've been saying this for the last few weeks. He's probably not going to either, at least for now. There's levels of the playbook. As he continues to spread himself out on both sides of the football, the Jags know this. He does not have the whole playbook down. How long will that take? Is that going to be a couple of year thing to get him fully involved offensively? Can you still throw him out there? Yeah, you can. And it's not like he hasn't played on 12 personnel. I just don't think that will be the reason when he does. And, of course, you bring up the blocking, too. That's another reason why put him in harm's way to get banged up if he's going to play on both sides of the football. I think there are a lot of reasons here. I don't think it's just because of the physical nature of it, though. I think it's about grasping and owning and knowing as much of the playbook at one time, and then kind of moving on to the next level of the playbook as they don't want to put too much on his plate. And we've talked about this with a lot of rookies over the years. Yeah. He's just a little bit different because he's got both sides of the ball that are also on his plate.
No, it's also, you're going to find ways to get him off the field so you can get him on defense. So if you're going to, those make the most sense. You've got to find certain personnel groupings and formations where it's easier to get them off the field than the others. So why do you need them on the field on 12 personnel?
Well, especially 11 personnel, too. It's a lot easier to get him the ball, right? Because now you're talking crossing patterns with other wide receivers. You're talking about the scheme to try to scheme somebody open. 12 personnel, it's more of just you got to win on your one-on-one battles or find your space in zone coverage and find that soft spot.
Yeah. So anyway, something to keep an eye on, and just the continued usage of Travis Hunter. Hey, we talked a little Travon Walker. How good has he been? You bring up a question today. Should the Jags pay the man? I would have already answered that one for you. But let's talk about it. Don't forget to check out Armor Guard Exteriors. Gunner Helmet at NorthFlorida.com. We'll have them part of our Let's Go Fishing segment tomorrow. If you've been fishing, know anybody but fishing, we do it at 11:30 on Thursdays, and Paul Dozier will be in, so send us your best catches, sports@actionnewsjacks.com. But in the meantime, Armor Guard Exteriors, gutters, awnings, screens, windows and doors, storm protection as well. You've got the QR code up in the left corner of your screen that will rotate. But if you tell them that Action Sports Jacks sent you their way, and Brent and Austen show, 25% off Armor Guard exterior products. It's usually 15% off, 25% off. So give them a call, 904-762-7779 to get a free estimate. Armor Guard Exteriors, GutterHelmetofNorthFlorida.com. There's the lineup today. We're on to the 11 o'clock hour and then some halfway home. Should the Jaguars extend Travon Walker? We're going to talk about that coming up next, and a little Jacksonville feud later in the show.
Choose your own adventure. It's not just a saying, but a way of life here at Cycles of Jacksonville. And whether it's 2 wheels or 4 wheels, at Cycles of Jacksonville, a great adventure awaits. With brands like Honda, Vespa, Segway, and Triumph, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with their inventory featuring a 60,000 square foot building. If 4 wheels is more your thing, check out the largest selection of Honda Talons in the entire county. No matter what you're looking for, Cycles of Jacksonville is going to have the selection you need, all with great financing and rebates. Plus, if you're active duty military, Cycles of Jacksonville will offer you 0% financing along with great discounts for military and first responders. And when you want to get off the road and set sail, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with everything you need to get on the water. So if you're ready for a great adventure, let Cycles of Jacksonville be your guide. Located off Atlantic Boulevard, or check out their website at cyclesofjacksonville.com.
How do we make Mason's famous lobster rolls? It's simple. We get up before dawn, head into the open waters of Maine, haul in our traps by hand, and send only the best straight to our restaurants, where we add warm butter or chilled mayo with a squeeze of lemon and pile it on a toasted split-top roll, just like it's been done for nearly a century. That's the recipe for Mason's famous lobster rolls.
Thanks for meeting me here.
You okay?
You're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion.
Okay.
You see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there?
Yeah.
That's all I paid for it. Do you know what you want?
Yeah. I think I do.
Enjoy your new car.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month, or get 2.99% APR, or get $1,750 bonus cash. Hurry in.
Year 2 is in the books for the Jacksonville Armada women's under-23 squad, taking another step forward in the Women's Premier Soccer League. Under the guidance of head coach David Goff, the girls in blue went undefeated at home for a second straight season, including a dramatic draw in the opener.
And they've left it to the death. Unbelievable stuff.
And a late winner to end the season at home.
Headed on. Here's a chance. Gianna Ramirez brings it down, still alive, takes a shot, and into the back of the net.
After fielding a younger roster in 2025 with talent from all across Northeast Florida, the future is bright for the Armada women's team. We highlight the ladies and all things Jacksonville Armada each week on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
I'll put one in the back of the net for you.
Join us for player profiles, fun interviews, and the very latest on the Fleet and all things footy. That's every Thursday at 2 p.m.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant, or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet. Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table. Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjacks.com.
Putting your needs first. It's the backbone of how First Florida Credit Union does business. In all honesty, you might as well be speaking another language when it comes to finances. Sure, I'm good with my money, but what am I missing in the fine print? That's what led me to First Florida Credit Union. They're the perfect choice for anyone starting their financial journey because they keep finances easy. Plus, they offer financial education and resources I can trust. so I'm always growing more confident. And as a young adult, I am constantly adding more responsibilities to my plate. From a car payment to a mortgage, it all adds up. Luckily, First Florida Credit Union makes sure it adds up in all the right places and not the wrong ones by offering better rates and lower fees than traditional banks, even if you're still trying to grow your credit. Because as a member-owned institution, First Florida genuinely puts people's needs first rather than focusing on profit. So I know as my needs change, they'll be right there to help me reach my goals. Check out firstflorida.org to learn how you can benefit too.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Well, what's happening halfway through a Wednesday here on the Brent and Austen Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Our high school football, by the way, this week we have West Nassau Yulee in our game of the week. That's been rocking and rolling, having a lot of fun with it. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, make sure you do 5 hours of high school football coverage, 7 o'clock until midnight on all the different platforms. All the different platforms. We're everywhere. We're really beefed up our Instagram content, TikTok as well. And I know that's where Austen hangs out most of his time.
TikTok? Oh, yeah, man. I'm doing dances, man. Make sure you all check me out there.
So we got that rocking and rolling.
I've been on it once.
And, hey, big news today that I think is kind of cool, and I'm not sure you guys will find it as cool, but I like it, that the FHSAA and the city of Jacksonville has agreed to put the high school basketball state championships here in Jacksonville starting this season. So in March, we'll have the ASUN men's and women's basketball tournament downtown at the arena. And in March, and I think that might be late February into March, we'll have the high school basketball state championships. You have been in Lakeland for a while. They will be played at the University of North Florida. So really, I mean, listen, we got a great spot. What you always wonder about with some of the high school events is they trend to be toward Orlando because it's more centralized in the state. You've got people coming from the Panhandle, obviously up here, South Florida, and different east and west. You know, it makes sense to be more centralized. So it's cool that Jacksonville's getting this. The city, when they talk about stuff like this, is heads in beds. They'll definitely get that with teams visiting and the economic impact, although Ben Becker loves to tell me how the economic impact isn't what the economic impact they say. But he can do that. Send Ben, and I'll just say the economic impact for now and heads in beds.
Seems some unresolved issues there. But
every time I say economic impact, like if I say that on a script, and Ben will quickly say,
okay,
it's not true.
Well, sounds like an AR or an HR problem. So
it's not really me. He says the officials that tout economic impact are not touting it always correctly. I don't really know where he's coming from, but the bottom line is everybody touts it.
Well, if he says it all the time and you still don't know where he's coming from, it sounds like you've been tuning him out for a while.
Well, yeah, that's pretty true. That's pretty true. There's some technicality mixed in there, but the bottom line is you're bringing people in from out of town. And so I think what I like about this is it's at the right size arena. Like, I was like, please don't go to MyStar. Please don't go to MyStar with it, right? It's at UNF, so University of North Florida. That's a nice partnership with them.
Cool.
And they've already brought the track and field. See, they've done a great job with the track and field state championships and other huge events around the country. And I think they've really proven that they can host those, and it's a good place to host. And really the way UNF's set up, if you think about it from an event standpoint, at the town center right here. So places to eat, right? I mean, even hotel space and things like that for people, there's something to do. So it really makes sense, and I think they're starting to capitalize on some of that. The football one has moved around at times. I think with our soccer teams in the area now where you get some different size stadiums, I wonder if we'll get more, whether it's football or soccer being played or some other event, lacrosse, in those. I don't think we're going to be the capital of state championships in the state of Florida. I think they like to spread them around. But, Hamby, you know, because you coach baseball, I just have always argued, like, baseball being played down in Fort Myers is fine. Baseball being played inside, like, the Twins facility, to me, is silly. It's whatever, 12,000 people and 400 people show up.
Right.
You know, it just is an empty place. Like, you can hear the shortstop basically saying how many outs there are.
You don't feel the energy at all.
And the energy, and now listen, most people don't associate like high school baseball with this great energy and crowds, but once the postseason goes, you go to Providence, right? You go to Bartram Trail, you go to Trinity. The place is packed. but it's packed appropriately.
Right.
It's packed with a few hundred people.
And it feels
so it
big.
feels like huge.
Sure.
You know? And I've never understood it. And I think even more so, I guess I shouldn't say it. I do understand the lure of playing in really nice venues for kids. But I do think that's a little bit of an old school way of thinking, because I think most kids that play youth sports now, most of them are playing travel, and most end up playing in some pretty cool venues no matter what during the travel. So it's not as big a thing. Be like, oh, yeah, the baseball grounds where you can put 12,000 people and they literally put 250 people in there for it. And it's expensive.
Yeah.
Like, that's the other thing. So, anyway, I think it's a cool deal that the high school basketball state championships are coming to Jacksonville. That's new this morning. That was the news out this morning. So hats off to the city and the University of North Florida and FHSAA. Now I'm going to have to be nice to the FHSAA a little bit.
Good luck with that.
I'll try.
Good luck with that. Yeah.
Hey, not everybody's always been nice to the selection of Travon Walker for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Nice segue. Yes.
We don't like this all the time in sports, but I think people like this that are in sports, and I think when you're on the other side of it, you can now appreciate it more. And what I'm getting at is this ascension that is not like meteoric, which means it doesn't have peaks and valleys. Okay. It's more just a steady ascension of a player that continues to get better and better. And I feel like I think he's one of the great examples of it so far. We don't know where it's at. Going to end. We don't know where the ceiling is. But he's a 24-year, is he 24 still, Travon? Or is he 25? 24, 25-year-old who's had back-to-back double-digit sack seasons. And you know this because you watch the games differently than most. He's a game wrecker in a lot of different areas that don't go down as sacks.
Of course. Yeah.
How good is he?
I mean, I think he's one of the most underrated edge guys in the entire NFL, you know, and it's always the argument of him or Aiden Hutchinson, right? And obviously Aiden Hutchinson in terms of numbers, because we just want to go by quarterback sacks. He has advantage, right? I think Hutchinson has 1 sack this year, but doesn't look like necessarily himself due to that injury last year.
Still coming back, yeah.
Still coming back a little bit. But no, I think you have a guy in Travon Walker. It reminds me a little bit of like Shamar Stewart, like I talked about when breaking down that Bengals game, where Travon Walker played a lot of positions in college, right? And he never really found his home in college because he was so big and he was so athletic that they asked him to do a lot of different things. And then once he got to the NFL, it's more of, okay, well, we need you to do like 1 or 2 things really well and don't worry about everything else. And that takes time. And that to me has always been the biggest transition from coming from the college to the pros. It's not necessarily like, yeah, the speed's one thing. Yeah, obviously the strength's another thing. But it's the finite details. And I think in terms of details and everything, I think, you know, he's getting around to those now, and you're really starting to see it play on the field, where he's getting a new sense of confidence, and you almost feel like every time he lines up and it's a 3rd and long, he has a chance to make an impact.
All right, who did we steal this from so I can give him credit?
This is Griffiths.
This is Daniel Griffiths? Okay.
Yes.
I saw this floating around, but I couldn't remember if it was Daniel or somebody else, so we can steal this one, no problem. ActionSportsShacks.com, by the way, Daniel Griffiths. Might have another graphic a little bit later on him. You know Rashawn Gary well. I think this has been the comp in the last couple of years, or actually, it's kind of...
Hold up. Okay, go ahead.
It's been the comp of what kind of contract he could get, who could garner this offseason or coming up when he does get a contract, because I think Gary was around like 100, like a 4-year, $100 million or $96 million deal.
4 for 107.
Okay.
Let's go back to the time I've been the most mad on this show, was back in the old studio when I said I think that Rashawn Gary and Travon Walker are going to have very similar career trajectories, and nobody paid attention to me because Brent was worried about the comment on Twitter saying about something about Tom Brady, so it never got the shine that it did, and I haven't forgot about it, and I'll never forget about it.
My goodness.
But what
was the Tom Brady one?
You said something about Tom Brady, and then some dude went on Twitter, and you were on Twitter, and like you said, I'll find the clip during the break, and we'll play it again.
Okay.
But I said,
well, apparently he's got it on his favorites.
No, seriously, because it was honestly it was the most frustrated I've ever been doing this show, because I try to bring up a good point with like stats and everything of why I think like Travon Walker's gonna be like the next Rashawn Gary, and whether that's a good thing or a bad thing was up for debate. But I brought it up to Brent, and I go, you agree, Brent? And then Brent just goes, wasn't paying attention, I could tell. And then he's like, something about Tom Brady. Like, what are we talking about Tom Brady for? But we'll find the
It was
clip.
like Hamby one the other day.
Yeah.
Where he started talking about take Bigsby trade.
Oh, I was pissed. I was so pissed. But if we're being fair, I think Travon Walker could even be better than Rashawn Gary based off of what I've seen. Because I don't think, like, ask people in Green Bay about it. Like, Rashawn Gary has had a pretty good career.
Yeah.
But he hasn't really had those splash games when it mattered the most. I said that before on the show. I think Travon Walker, once again, still learning the position. Like, it's hard to believe that, but like still learning his craft. Could be right up there with, like, you know, a top 5, top 6 edge rusher in the NFL if he keeps progressing like he is.
Do you think he has a higher ceiling than Josh?
Well, I mean, he's got more physical traits,
More
right?
gifts,
Like, I mean,
yeah.
he's got more gifts. I mean, can I see a 17.5 sack season from Travon Walker? I mean, if he keeps elevating himself, sure. But I think Josh Hines-Allen came in a lot more polished than Travon Walker did. And it's not a knock on Travon. It's just the fact of he played so many different positions in college.
Yeah, I get it. We had done an interview a couple weeks ago with Travon Walker. By the way, we'll be on Jaguars All Access tomorrow, String Sports Brewery in Springfield, live right here on the network, actionsportsjacks.com, and also on CBS 47 for this one, usually on Fox 30, but CBS 47 because of baseball tomorrow. And remember a couple weeks ago, we played an interview with Travon, and I kind of said to him, like, hey, how much – now that you are 4 years in, do you have, like, some tricks up your sleeve? I kind of want to be like, well, wait until you see this. And he had that, like, wry smile, like, yeah, man, I got stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you always see the stuff because I got to go to my bread and butter. Like, he had some great perspective on it. Like, hey, I think he was talking about using his power in the bull rush to go get the guys. Like, I'm going to go get sacks the way I've got sacks, but I've also got some new stuff that I don't know if people have seen yet. I've been working on. And said it with a confidence more than just like, hey, I'm going to work on my, moves like you would going from year 1 to year 2. This one felt more like, oh, like he's really feels like he's put the time in to unleash the stuff. And I don't know if we saw some of that stuff in the first half the other day.
Yeah.
But I do think he has the ability at times to be a dominant player. He is built different. He is so physically gifted. He's so strong. He's so big, but can move so well. And I think we've seen flashes of it at times. Like that play at the goal line comes back to me against Tennessee where he, like, clotheslines the guy. Sunday he made, like, a one-arm. Oh, was that Josh? Actually, Josh did. That was pretty impressive. He made, like, a one-arm tackle on the running back, I think, on Chase Brown, I think it was. So these guys are really similar to me, Josh and Travon. But I do think Travon at times has shown dominance. Like, there's just dominant series or dominant moments. Can you do more of that? And not even the great ones aren't dominant play after play after play after play from that position. That's impossible. All right? Yeah. You gas yourself. But I think what we really want to still see from these super talented guys and two of the best, I think, edge guys in the NFL. I think they're up there. Not the best, but they can enter that conversation. Is the money down play. Look at Trey Hendrickson the other day. How many times did you notice Trey Hendrickson on the field? About 3 or 4. Now, maybe you did more. But I'm just saying from a casual standpoint, you noticed about 3 or 4 times. Well, 2 of them were in the most clutch moments. Yeah. Caused an interception, and one at the end of the game. Again, I don't think the Jags were doing much with that possession, but it was the end of the game to really ice the game with a sack. So those are the times. I always thought Jan was really pretty good at this in Jacksonville. It wasn't that he only got like 8, 9, 10 sacks. But when the sacks came, it was like a forced fumble, strip sack fumble against Indy, like with under 2 minutes to go. I just think to put yourself in that kind of category, you need to make those kind of game-sealing plays. Von Miller was known for this. You almost wouldn't hear from him for 57 minutes in a big game, and then boom, right? They need a little bit of that. I think these guys have the ingredients. They've got a lot of good play, really consistent play, most every week. But can you get the game-winning play in the crucial spot? And sometimes you're going to have to do that. And not that they haven't. Just like to see them do it maybe a little bit more when the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about making those plays in the big moments. I think when you look at Travon Walker and what the possibilities could be, and, like, to me, when I was coming out, from the draft and everything, like, defensive ends and edge rushers had to look a certain way. You had to be a certain size, right? You had to be like 270 pounds plus if you're playing a 4-3 defensive end. Then enter a guy like Von Miller, who really changed the game because now all of a sudden size wasn't the most important thing. Now your first step, your get off, your ability to bend was more coveted even than your prototypical defensive end weighing 270 pounds. And I get now you look around the NFL, it's all shapes and sizes. And that's why pass rushing is such an art, because it doesn't really matter if you're 6'3" or 6'6", like you can make it work. But to those guys that are physically gifted, like Myles Garrett, like there is something different about it, right? And I think Micah Parsons fits that mold as well, obviously now. And I think even Rashawn Gary, when he was coming out, kind of fit that mold. There's just some guys where you look at them and it's like, yeah, okay, you got a great first step. You have a great feel. You have your fastball. You got your changeup. You got your money thing that you like to do when the game's on the line in terms of your pass rush move. But you can't teach size and you can't teach just the long arms and everything. And Myles Garrett that's what makes Myles Garrett different than everybody else.
Yeah.
Right? Like Von Miller at one point was one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. Right? TJ Watt's one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. Maybe a little inconsistent this year, right? Because I think he's kind of off a little bit, but Myles Garrett has always been consistent. And I don't know what the numbers say in terms of sacks per year, but it always seems like he's the most consistent pass rusher there is.
I would say
and
so.
There's a reason why he's always in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year, even though maybe the sack numbers aren't up there with the Josh Hines Allen, and even though the Cleveland Browns aren't winning football games. It's because the guy's that dominant because of the size. So then when you see Travon Walker, who's still learning his craft and everything, and you say, okay, this looks different, right? Now he's kind of developed the curveball a little bit. He's developed the changeup a little bit. I like it. But if he can put that size and stature and his reach, and he gets more confidence and keeps working on his craft in terms of the pass rush game, then the sky's the limit. And the sky could even be more the limit than it was for Josh Hines Allen.
Yeah.
He's just got to finish. We've seen quite a few times where he's getting there, hitting the quarterback, and the guy's getting away, or maybe somebody else is getting the sack. But he forced the pressure. He forced the sack. He just didn't get a lot of credit for it. I think that's that's the next step for him, finishing the sack. When you get there, get home, put the guy on the ground, and go celebrate.
Yeah, here's one other part of this, guys, and I said this about Josh, and maybe it's just because maybe there's some bias that leaks out in this. I'll admit it. I'm a big fan of Josh, but I'll also tell you a specific instance where I asked Trent Baalke at the Combine after year 3, are you guys going to sign him? And he was kind of like, he had just got the actual promotion to, what would that have been, 2021? I think it was just starting to work with Peterson, right? So it was pretty fresh where they were just had Peterson. And, but I just remember asking, it was kind of like, not that he was going to tell me if they were going to sign him, right? But it was just the answer was, kind of wait and see. Well, wait and see till the time they waited and saw cost them about another $8, $9, $10 million a year. Mm-hmm. And again, I could be wrong a lot too. I'm just, I guess I got to count my wins. I just thought you could see it with Josh. I thought the same thing going into this year, by the way, with Travon Walker. I get it. You've got a new regime. You've got Baselli and Gladstone and Liam, and they're going to get to know him, and they got to see stuff. How's it going to work in this defense? To me, it's a no-brainer. The guy's 24 years old. He's gifted, coming off back-to-back sacks. You go do it now. I thought they should have done it. They didn't spend big in free agency. You could go take care of one of your guys who's a young pass rusher. Now, they probably have a really good reason for it, maybe financially and everything else. I think it's going to cost them. I think they're going to have to do it after this year or whatever, and I think it's going to cost them. I think they should have done it. I think they will end up doing it. I think he's going to be in a Jags uniform for a long time. But there's no doubt he's getting paid, and he's got plenty of motivation this year to play like he did on Sunday against Cincinnati, because the dollar signs just keep going up.
Yeah, well, that was my question then. Can you somehow pay him halfway through the season and maybe get a little bit of a discount? And how much, if you pay him right now, what are you paying him? Making him top 5?
No, see, that's why I don't think so. I don't think the resume would have said, I got to pay you like Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, Max Crosby. I don't think so.
Are you paying him like Josh Hines Allen?
I don't even know if it said that, because Josh has 17.5 sacks on his resume.
Sure, but Josh is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's the 8th highest paid pass rusher right now in the NFL.
He's number 8.
He's number 8.
Yeah, see, I don't know also because I don't know. But Gary is at, what do you say, 4 years, 107?
Gary's
so that price
like
has gone
10,
up.
Like 10, 11 or something.
He's 10 or 11 on your list?
I'm sorry. He's more like 12. Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense. So, yeah, I would say it's probably in that category, which is pretty close to Josh. So, yeah. But guess what? If he goes and has like if he has 13 sacks this year, that might be a hell of a negotiation. Where this guy's going at 25 years old, what he's done for 3 straight years, and now you might be pushing 30 just because of the way that's the market, So, and maybe even has a bigger year than that. Again, it's not my money. I don't care. I hope he goes and makes as much money as he possibly can.
Well, it's within reason, though, for the salary cap as well. Like, you have to structure this because you're paying Josh Hines-Allen.
It's a lot on one position.
Yeah,
and I think there's probably some curiosity about that. But I look at it as, hey, man, you got something that many people don't. You got 2 guys in their prime coming off the edge that are really good. So we'll see where it goes. But to answer your initial question, can you pay him in the season? At least in my experience covering the Jags, and this has been different renditions of the Jags, I understand, there's really 2 times around the season where I've seen guys get paid. Labor Day, they tried to pay Allen Robinson, didn't work out. Instead, they moved their money and paid Miles Jack that year. They've also paid some guys, like not huge deals, though, not these huge deals, but they paid a guy like Senderick Marks, I remember. They ended up coming to an agreement with him in December. So, like, late in the season. I don't think you'll see something in the next week or 2, October, November, but could you see something later in the season before you risk running into, that off-season time and try to get a deal done? I don't think they're even like I think they've had conversations, but I don't think this is like an at-the-table kind of play. And most athletes, this, they don't want to deal with this kind of stuff during the year. So, yeah, I would say there's probably a 90% chance nothing happens until the offseason. I don't mind being on record as saying both for Josh and him, I would have paid him after year 3, and the Jags chose not to on both occasions.
So if you take the 20 highest paid edge rushers in the NFL, of those 20 of the highest paid edge rushers in the NFL, there is 2 teams that have 2 players in the top 20.
Okay. Donnell Hunter Anderson would be on a young contract, so that wouldn't count.
But it's about to get ramped up, obviously.
It is, yeah. That's going. But they did see the way they did that. They could do it because Anderson's on the rookie deal, and Hunter's he's older. So, by the time his runs out, they balanced it out pretty well. Okay, so you said two teams have 2 of them.
2 teams have 2 of them.
Oh well, now it's Micah and
Rashawn
and Rashawn Gary.
Correct.
And
by the way, the other one is it's
down there.
It's the 6th highest paid, and then the 20th highest paid.
I don't know who's on the other side. Like, who else does Buffalo have with Bosa? It's not them?
Well, he's not making that much in Buffalo.
Oh, he's not making that much?
Joey's not making that much.
Okay.
You're very warm, though. One would say white hot.
Yeah, like San Francisco then.
There you go.
The other Bosa. I didn't know if you were
Nick
going
Bosa
with the
and Bryce
division,
Huff.
or if you were going with another Bosa.
Yeah.
So
Nick Bosa and Bryce Huff.
Oh, Huff.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So
on annual value, you also have the Vikings, Van Ginkel and Grenard.
Oh yeah, I did not.
I was
see
actually
going to
ask about that. Are they
15 and 18?
But they're getting paid that kind of money.
I didn't see Grenard. Yeah,
Ginkel's on a 1-year extension for $23 million. Grenard is a
good call, Ham.
2-year for $19 each.
I'll say one other just quick note on this because I've said this for years and now I've got to be careful to say it the way I've said it. When the Jags had Josh Hines-Allen and I thought they should sign Yannick Ngakoue, it's too bad they didn't come to the agreement, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. The argument was at that time they would have something that the rest of the National Football League did not have. And the Jags have not had that very often. But it was 2 under 25-year-old pass rushers that were basically double-digit sack guys. And that's what intrigued me. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool, man. They'd have both guys for a long time to come. Who else can say that in the league? Now, it kind of worked out for the Jags that they didn't come to an agreement and all the drama with Yannick Ngakoue. So I've kind of said the same thing over the last couple of years with Travon Walker and Josh Hines-Allen. That's why I wanted to pay Josh Hines-Allen. That's why I would still even now keep Travon Walker. But I think I've got to be a little bit careful because more of the league now has 2 than did even like 2 years ago because of the emergence of the Minnesota guys. You just said it in San Francisco.
Green
Bay has the 2. Houston has 2. How about anybody else with verse in L.A.? Or Denver's defense? Or
Denver's got the young. They got the Bonito or whatever, or Bonato, but
and I think somebody else there too.
Yeah.
But my point is, it's no longer like you would be one of 3 teams.
No, it's not a rarity. Like every team, look at the Giants. The Giants have the best probably edge rushers in the NFL. They have 3 of them.
They have 3 of them.
Yeah.
So I guess the other part of this is why would you sign them? Because the league has trended toward we want to dominate offensive fronts, and it's okay to have 2 of these guys. In fact, you're missing out if you don't have 2 of these guys. Mm-hmm. So I think that's even more reason that the Jags need to sign Travon Walker sooner than later and always have him paired up with Josh Hines-Allen. By the way, a fun part of this, and whenever we talk about Travon Walker and Josh, is like it's a pretty cool lineage now of what kind of Calais Campbell started.
Yeah.
Because Calais Josh was to Calais what Travon now is to Josh. He's really passed that down, which I don't know how common that is in the NFL to see kind of 3 different renditions of leadership into.
And any good teams have that.
3 of them, though?
Yeah.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah. It's just so noticeable. It's not like, hey, we helped you out, blah, 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 blah. But I just think the actual, like, being a pro, all those things, like that started with Calais. Josh really bought into it, and Travon's really bought into Josh. And, maybe that's more common. But not around here.
No, not around here. I mean, I think it was, and I can't remember, I think every team's got that. Like James Harrison to Cam Hayward to TJ Watt. I think,
okay, that's good.
I think everyone has some, any good team, any good franchise will have that.
Well, maybe that's why it's stunning here.
There you go. Yeah.
That could be it. Brent Martineau, Austen Lane, Casey going to join us here in a bit as well. Jason Hamby along on a Wednesday. Jags get ready to play the Houston Texans, a team they have lost 7 in a row at home against, which is just unfathomable. But the Jags have to break that skid. It's lunch hour time. Mason's Famous Lobster Roll is a good place to go to lunch. Town Center, Fernandina Beach, if you're in those spots. If you want to check out their menu and what you can get, we've had some of that the last few weeks. It's been fantastic. Mason's Famous Lobster Rolls. Check them out at masonslobster.com. And don't forget, we'll have our picks later in the week. They are presented by Mason's Famous Lobster Rolls. When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness. And most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
If you look good, you feel good. And the medical professionals here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics are here to make you feel your best. I'm on camera every week, and I have a confession to make. I'm not always confident in my appearance. Can you see my dark circles? Is my makeup highlighting my fine lines instead of covering them up? I question it all. So when I found out about the wide variety of procedures here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics, I knew help was just one appointment away. Medical Director Dr. Megan Deacon Casey and her board-certified physicians have been using the latest in cutting-edge technology for the last 10 years, giving men and women their personal confidence boost. From Botox, fillers, Morpheus 8, and so much more. The hardest part was figuring out what I needed. Thankfully, the medical team walked me through what would work best for me through a free consultation. Come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University.
Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Tony Mazzio, Stanwood High School, class of 2002.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oak Leaf High School.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School.
Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
This guy is home run. I mean, Cal Raleigh. Got some Cal Raleigh stuff, Casey?
No. I'm going to answer that correctly. No. I'll leave some words out as well.
You want the...
Nah, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't want the introduction today?
Not feeling good.
Hmm.
Not feeling like yourself.
You sick?
I've been sick.
Everybody is okay. And my immune system just fighting for its life constantly in this room.
Yeah.
It's doing good.
Instead you're getting thrown up on and...
That's foul.
Oh, yeah, you didn't hear about it. I got a giant car accident. So that was
car
cool.
accident.
Truck might be done. Oh, yeah.
Just got the truck.
Right?
That's why it's not out there?
Yeah, you just see a giant Ford Bronco
That's you?
Raptor? Oh, that's me.
That's nice.
Well, you want to go for a ride after? Take the top down? Okay.
Not after you just got in an accident.
No,
Yeah.
no. I'm fast.
Take it to St. Augustine Beach, go in the sand a little bit. Test the capabilities out.
Was it your fault?
No. Nope.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That it wasn't my fault?
Well, after the, other stuff.
What other stuff? What are you talking about?
Nothing. Let's just move on.
Okay. There was other stuff?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I know.
Gotcha.
And better left unsaid, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
By the way, I did ask him to break. First of all, he's fine.
How does everybody know
and also
what's being talked
his
about
knee
except
is
me?
fine.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
It's good.
He's fine. Yeah. Little, the scapula is a little, that's fine.
You suing?
No, man.
You suing?
Why
No,
not?
man, because I want to fight still, so I'm good.
But
this is just like when you retired from the NFL and the third party like lawyers reach out to you.
Yeah.
And they say, hey, just come on by. We'll get you checked out, make sure everything's good. And they're like, oh, your neck looks really bad. And like your lower back's kind of messed up. And they're like, no pressure. But if you want to move forward and file workers' comp, we can probably get you a pretty good settlement. I'm like, well, I'm gonna go fight now. They're like, okay, well, then never mind. They're all like, okay, we can get this much money, and I'm
See
like,
you later.
How about if I'm gonna try to be a UFC fighter? And they're like, yeah, never mind. You're all good.
You must have had like 50 of them contact you at least.
Oh yeah, I mean, I did the whole thing. I went to Chicago and got checked out and everything, and yeah.
Wow.
It's funny because obviously they err on the side of the client,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, is your finger hurt? Yeah, let's take a look at that finger. Oh yeah, nerve damage.
You got MRI on things that you didn't even know you could get an
who
MRI
you telling,
on.
man? Who you telling, man?
That's wild.
That is pretty wild. So, do a lot of those suits get filed? I bet, right? I would imagine.
Yes.
Yes. A lot of them.
Yes. Yep.
All the time. Well,
Got a
thankfully,
baseball question for y'all.
Well, before you do that, real quick on the car accident front, like, what's the whole Florida thing anyway? It's like a no-fault state. Is that what it's called? Like, so even though this was clearly not
Never
your
really
fault,
been in one here. I don't know.
I mean,
like, you're not gonna.
Yeah, you do. I just got hit like in the last year, and it wasn't my fault, and I got paid.
Oh, you did.
Oh, you got to pay out still?
Yeah.
A percentage? You know, percentage?
I got money.
Oh, you got money.
I didn't pay. Sorry.
Oh,
I
yeah,
got
that's what he's
paid.
Yeah.
But how about, does your insurance go up regardless?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool. Okay.
If you get hit from behind, I think it's different.
Oh, okay.
Did you get hit from behind?
Yeah, I was on the highway and I was like stopped because of traffic.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
somebody wasn't.
No, you can get paid out for sure.
But no, I hit somebody as well because I got.
But it's not
I
your
got
fault.
thrust. Not my fault.
You got hit into them.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Don't take like legal advice from me, but I'm telling you, bro. If I got money for what happened to me, you can get money. Trust me.
Okay. All right.
I got to.
I did have to go
a
to
Bugatti coming my way.
I did have to go to urgent care though, so you might have to go actually get checked out.
I said his scapular's hurting.
It doesn't feel good. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna check it out because then I'm not gonna be like, okay, this hurts, and then I can't train for like the next couple months. Like I'm not playing that game.
Yeah, there's a lot to consider.
But
money.
You don't have to concern.
Yeah, it's just money, man.
Okay.
It comes and goes. You can't be buried with it. You're fine.
I got hit years ago.
I got to live the rest of my life though, and I could use some money.
Getting on 295 on San Jose, I'm stopped. I get hit from behind. I knew same thing. I was like, I looked up like they ain't stopped.
That's what happened to me.
Casey,
Right?
do you want me to hire you as like my insurance lawyer?
I mean,
you
why
want
not?
to try to get me? Yeah.
Sure. I'll do what I can do.
It's a good
Okay.
idea.
Yeah, I got you.
It's a good
If
idea.
you're not worried about winning and losing,
Hey,
yeah, sure.
Dude wants some money. Like, there's nothing more hungry than a guy that wants some money. Like,
Sure.
he's gonna try his ass off to get me
That's a good point.
get me paid.
I'm gonna try.
As opposed, like, there's some lawyers in town who's just like, okay, we'll see.
He might
we'll get to you.
He might need a lawyer if he ever sees the big guy in a pickup truck.
Oh yeah.
This guy said, "Can't park here."
So literally, I'm taking pictures of the car, and I'm a little upset because I was supposed to go to my son's football game.
Oh, this was yesterday.
Yes, yesterday. But wasn't going to that.
Mm-hmm.
And then so I'm getting out taking pictures, and the guy just pulls up next to like the accident, and he's just like, "Can't park there," and then just peeled off. And I'm just like, dude.
Oh, so it's a hit and run?
No.
he was just
some
being a
random
smartass.
bystander.
Oh.
Some fat dude in an old pickup truck. Just a random bystander felt the need to, add his 2 cents to the accident.
By the way, he was he was some kind of way because he doesn't usually drop insults like that to people.
Sure.
No,
It's still bothering him.
No, this is
It's
gonna
because he had his shirt off, wasn't it?
No, it was the audacity to be like, hey, you obviously see my truck, it might be totaled, and you want to for
Be
what?
funny.
For what? Because there's no audience. It's one thing if you go to a movie theater and you're making that happen in Demon Slayer 2. People felt the need to make jokes during the movie to try to get some laughs, and it worked sometimes, and some people just had bad timing. What's the audience here? It's just me.
Yeah.
You think I'm going to laugh at you? No. So then what's the point?
Yeah, I get it.
I'm still upset about
You
it.
should have followed him.
But that's what... Trust
Car
me.
doesn't work.
Trust me. Hey. You don't think I thought about that?
You
don't think I thought about that?
This dude's been thrown up on and rear-ended in the last 3 days.
Looks all right to me.
Still
Or
thriving.
5 days, whatever it is.
Still thriving, man. We're good.
It's crazy.
But Casey, just know that if I ever become like a villain one day, the villain arc started with that dude in that truck.
We've got that now on record a couple of times.
Yeah, let them know about it. Go and tell it to Netflix when they do the documentary.
I feel like it's a good time for our Republic Services recycled headlines of the day.
Yeah.
Recycling Simplified.
You're never getting your baseball question.
I know. I gave
We
up.
will in a minute. But we just relived the headline of the day is
No,
this
we
car
won't.
accident. And Darnell Savage also released, by the way. Jags did add, what's his name?
Ah, shoot. Khalif.
Khalif. I think it's
He played at Oregon?
Khalif.
Yeah,
And with the Vikings?
He played with Oregon, a community college in Western
Hilassi.
Kentucky. Hilassi.
He was on somebody's team.
He's on the Vikings practice squad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he looked really excited to be there when he was in the Vikings jersey.
Yeah, I saw
the headshot.
It's pretty wild. They've actually in the last 2 weeks picked up 2 guys off practice squads. Which when you do that, you obviously got to put them right on the active roster.
Yeah, yeah.
So will he impact sooner or later? Antonio Johnson probably will impact the most here in the interim until they figure that spot out. Because they've used third safety quite a bit in this scheme so far under Anthony Campanelli. So that is your Republic Services Recycled headlines of the day, recyclingsimplified.com. All right, Hamby, ask your baseball question.
All right. So it's not really along the lines of Kyle Rowley hitting 55 and 56 home runs, but it is about how many actual pure hitters are left in the game of baseball. The question is, how many players are hitting above 300?
Judge.
This is a minimum of 100 games.
Jacob Wilson have 100 games or no? Because he got hurt. He's hitting like 315, I think.
He is not on the list.
I think there are 7, and I think I saw something where there might be like 1 in the National League.
Is Sal Frelick on that list? He's teeter-tottering.
No.
Summer of Sal. Damn.
I'm going with 7.
I'll say 5.
1.
8.
I think only one of them's in the National League. Trey Turner?
Trey Turner and Nico Horner.
Good for Nico.
Nico Horner's hitting 301, so maybe you saw.
There are a bunch of guys around like 295, whatever, but still it's what's the highest too? Judge is down to what, like 318 or something?
He's at 326.
Okay.
Get a hitter once or twice.
Jonathan Aranda's at 316.
Jonathan Aranda's hitting 316?
Yeah.
Good for that guy.
Now, there were a lot of years, like growing up as a kid, where like Wade Boggs, Tony Gwynn would lead the league at 335 or something. So it's not that far off.
How many
from where you lead the
players
league.
in Major League Baseball have an on-base percentage over 400?
I think just 1.
All right, man. If you're gonna just like,
he's already seen
the tweet or whatever.
Well, I didn't see the tweet.
Yeah, he stole the gimmick. Don't you hate that?
I was gonna say.
Well,
like
I brought this up
10,
the other day.
11.
That's why, because the reason why I kind of
6
is Soto.
Come on, Hamby, we're still.
Because I think people are not giving Soto enough credit for having, like, they're hammering Soto. Soto's had a terrific year. I think he's 2nd or 3rd in on base percentage.
He sucks.
Behind Judge, right?
Unconfirmed.
I have no idea.
Is it just one, Hamby? Is that the point?
It's just Judge.
Any other ones?
Any other ones? We'll play. We won't
Yeah.
let Brent play.
Yeah,
No,
man.
that's all I got.
Brent
All
can't
right.
sit this one out. Oh.
Where are we at now in the whole Judge Raleigh MVP? Is it a race?
I don't even know. What are their numbers at this point? They started playing football. I don't really care. about
56,
baseball anymore.
56 homers for Raleigh. 50 or 40. Is he hit 50 yet, Judge? I think it's 48. But he obviously has
I still
way
think
better, higher average and on base and everything else.
Yeah, I think it should
But
be
Raleigh
I'm with
plays
Riley.
catcher.
Well, yeah, and I think he's more important to his team. Like Judge is obviously important to the Yankees, but they're loaded. To me, Raleigh put the Mariners on the map, and he's got them playoff bound, postseason bound.
And they're pitching better, which to me goes on the catcher as well.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't think that'll happen, though.
No, probably not.
Scum.
It's pretty amazing you can hit 56, break Ken Griffey Jr.'s records and all that, and not win MVP.
Well, he could still get to 60. How many games we got? A couple weeks?
Yeah. So, yeah, you win the home run crown and all that. So I guess there's something.
Well, I mean, yeah, for sure. But
As a catcher, too, is just wild.
I think if he gets to 60, a nice round number, I think
maybe
he's
it
the
changes
MVP,
things. Yeah, that's a good point.
Do we have odds right now? What it's at? Like, is it even close?
I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't seen odds.
Check that
How about my
out.
guy Shohei Ohtani? No hitter through 5. They pull him. Dodgers give up 6 runs the next inning.
That was really bad. That was such a disaster.
Getting that Paul Skeens treatment.
Yeah, Skeens actually got, for him, lit up. Gave up like 4 runs.
Did he?
Oh, wow. Judge is minus 1,000.
Is he really?
Not even
Really?
Not even close, huh?
Not even close.
Minus 900 on Hard
1,000.
Rock, yeah.
Dang.
And Ohtani is minus 25,000.
Minus 15,000 on Hard Rock.
Not even worth
Minus
So does that mean
25.
there's just nobody
Casey,
even...
should we go half season and risk it?
In what?
Go minus 25,000.
What's
on-
Raleigh then on the
Pass.
plus side?
Plus
500.
475 on Hard Rock.
Not a bad guess, because to your point, if he gets to 60, that could flip.
Yeah.
Not about flip.
Kyle
but-
Schwarber's plus 2,000 if you want to play that game in the NL.
It's 25,000.
What's crazy about Ohtani is obviously he's done what he's done, but he hadn't really. I mean, he's pitched, but he hasn't pitched well.
Who's
Correct.
Cade Horton?
What do you mean? He's the Cubs?
Never heard of him.
I just sold a baseball for $100 last night.
He's a Rookie of the Year favorite?
Yeah, he's really good.
Over PCA?
Bro, PCA hasn't got a hit since the All-Star break.
Yeah, he stopped at the All-Star break.
An exorcist.
And
He's
who?
not good.
I've never heard of Cade Horton.
Like something happened with PCA.
Yeah.
No, the dude like it's bad.
Some guy I
man.
never heard of is going to win it over Drake Baldwin?
Yeah, bro, Cade Horton's nasty.
The Brewers got a couple guys. They got Isaiah Collins, but it doesn't matter, man. That guy's good. But yeah, PCA fell off to answer your question, Hamby. It's
I know he fell
ridiculous.
off, but I mean,
Cade
still,
Horton's
he hit
11
30-something home runs as your rookie year.
Cade Horton's 11-4.
Before the
with a
All-Star break,
2.66.
and now he forgot how to swing a baseball bat. Like,
Well,
it's
let me tell you
bad.
this. He's fourth in MVP odds. So
Who is?
PCA.
Don't bet that.
Yeah.
All right, we coming back with a little Jacksonville feud.
Yeah, we got it.
Did we miss anything? Were we on the way to something? Oh, just Hamby's baseball.
Hamby's
question.
baseball
That
stuff.
I already knew all the answers
Baseball rundown. Yeah.
That was rough.
to. Sorry.
That was unfair.
See, Hamby, see what happens? You bring a bit to the table. Brent Martineau comes.
Trust me, you can't make a living bringing bits to the table.
Listen, I've been
Hamby.
betting on the Dodgers some. I had to look up some stats.
Don't look up nothing.
You should start
You're
tailing me,
somebody
Brent.
else.
I'll get you in the green.
Stop betting on the Dodgers.
Yeah, man. Just
It's
start
unbelievable.
tailing me, and I'll get you in the green.
It's almost stubborn now. I'm just like, I'm going to win. The
That was
Dodgers.
unbelievable last night. They were just killing it. And then
From 4-0, no hitter.
they bring this bro in, and he just could not get anybody out. I was like, this is terrible. I'm going to bed. This is terrible. They
It's
suck.
unbelievable. Great call, though, on Arsenal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Should have had my one last night that I called.
By the way,
Were you worried about? Did you watch Real Madrid?
Real Madrid was close.
You should have
man.
been a bit concerned
Yeah, that
for
was
a
like 10
while.
minutes to go.
First of all, when they concede the goal in like the first 5 minutes,
Uh-huh.
okay, and then Mbappe goes down, okay, and then they give him a red card. Yeah, Casey, a little worried about it.
How much U.S. currency did you have on it?
Well, it was a parlay. I never do parlays either. It was
Like $10.
40.
Oh wow! All right.
Yeah.
That's how you can tell he doesn't need money. $40 on a random soccer parlay.
That's a good.
Bro's doing
Well,
all right.
no,
No, he's
dude,
not.
I have
He's
a
playing with
system.
house money.
I have a system that I follow. Yeah, I'll share with you guys after the break.
MLB nice.
We'll take time. I'll be back. Brent and Austin Show, Action Sports Jacks, 24/7 Network. Hey, lunch hour, how about a little Bono's Pit Barbecue? Bono'sBarbecue.com. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing is taking their 75-plus years of expertise and expanding to CGC Home Services. Water treatment and plumbing is still a big part of what they do, and now they can do even more for you. Home services like kitchen and bathroom remodeling, showers, sinks, faucets, toilet repair, backflow testing, and the list keeps going. Find all they can do at cgchomeservices.com or give them a call, 904-298-7052. It's a new look and a new name with the same expertise. They've been serving homes like yours since 1946. CGC Home Services, right here in Jacksonville off St. John's Bluff Road, 904-298-7052. And visit cgchomeservices.com. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
For the game day hustle and every day in between. Juggling my show, Jags Social, to going under the Friday night lights and a social life, it's a daily tournament. But this ride, MVP status. The all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus isn't just my car, it's my personal locker room, office on the go, and VIP lounge on wheels. Let's talk tech. My profile remembers everything from customizing my dash display to setting the ambient lighting and my signature scent. And wireless charging, essential for live tweeting scores. Whether I'm packing for a beach day with friends or heading to the gym, there's space for every passion. After dominating all day, this becomes my recovery zone. The massage feature is like having a personal PT on call. Life's a non-stop game, but with this ride, I'm always on my A game. The 2024 Lincoln Nautilus. Drive your passion.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet. Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table. Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjax.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
You guys have talked about this one, huh?
Yeah, it's not a good look.
Is it being or is it all over the place? I hadn't seen this.
Want to take a guess?
Yeah.
Casey, do you have any thoughts about this picture? Do you see?
Do I see?
Okay, well, no, because there were some people in the chat that's
Yeah,
like didn't
dude,
think
I-
about it. Okay.
I see the problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I would borderline say known idiot, Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Like,
You're like, what's the point? Like,
Why?
if you're him.
I don't know. I don't know. We're talking about him.
great. He wins.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like,
No, it's stupid.
I can't speak. How can you justify that? I have no idea.
Yeah, I just wonder, like, you kind of wonder.
My argument.
This is the CEO of the Arizona Cardinals, essentially.
It's not.
And you kind well, I know, but essentially that's what you're asked to be at
No, I get
$46 million a year. And like, I just question your decision making if you thought this was a good idea.
Like, my argument is that maybe he wasn't aware, but
Nah,
if that was
no
the
way.
case, the person taking the picture's got to go, hey,
maybe
take the jersey off.
Well,
what is it for? He just posted this on
Lifestyle.
Instagram.
Lifestyle, Casey.
Yeah, I mean, that thing was like totally to get people's attention. I mean, that was not for him.
Is
or
it his
anybody else.
dog? Like, that's his dog at least, right?
Could you do anything like worse? Honestly,
well,
like,
Well, I will say this. Yes, you can do
O.J.
worse.
Simpson jersey, just hanging out.
No, but this, in a way,
What?
like, I don't know. Like, I think,
Yeah, that's worse.
I guess that's kind of worse. I think in a weird way, like,
kind of.
Hey, Brent, he killed somebody.
Well,
Supposedly,
I'm
allegedly. Don't. Hey, bosses, don't come at me now. Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, Like, you don't think people in Buffalo still have like an O.J. Simpson jersey?
I
You
don't.
think they're gonna be wearing it?
I don't think there's a scenario that Josh Allen would be photographed in a
you mean-
O.J.
I'm
Simpson
saying- yeah,
jersey.
I'm thinking like anybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Billy, who pulled up to Austin and yelled at him and said,
Yeah.
"You can't park here." Yes, that guy probably would rock the O.J. Simpson jersey. But I don't think you're going to catch Josh
No, you're
Allen.
probably
in
not
it.
catching Josh Allen. Fair point.
Josh out on the red carpet with Haley Steinfeld. He's got an OJ.
I've been
would
wrong.
break the internet. No,
I've
I
been
think you're
wrong
right,
before,
Casey.
I will
but
tell you this, though. I think
think
if
you're
somebody wore an O.J. Simpson jersey, I think this will get more internet, social media beef. Because dog lovers, you're bringing everybody. You're beyond the scope of sports fans and everything else, I think.
I disagree. I think because like living with Michael Vick, like it's a bad look, but like I feel like in terms of like image repair, he's helped himself.
He has
out.
done a good job of that, yeah.
OJ has not done that.
Well, that's fair.
Even though he tried to go on Twitter and like be like this, just hey, I'm OJ Simpson, Omaha Steaks, like use my code name to get like he did
what
that.
he was doing?
He did that.
did
for
that,
remember
yeah.
that whole thing?
Shouts to Omaha, man. They know exactly.
Well, I
what
mean, I don't know if it was
call
Omaha
like that day.
Steaks, but like it was something like that.
Yeah.
I feel like
it's some kind of decision to make.
By the way,
these cows are killed humanely. Use code word OJ.
That's insane. That is a wild, wild thing you just said.
Too far? Okay.
I would say if I'm Michael Vick, I would be super mad about this. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'd be calling
yeah.
Kyler Murray
Same
like,
thing, yeah.
dude, you are a
Because he's done,
clown.
to Austin's point, he's done he paid a price for that. No, you could determine if it was enough, whatever, but he paid a big price for that.
Yeah.
And he's also he's tried to repair his image.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's the coach of a football team.
Yeah.
And now this all comes on,
I'm sure I'll get asked about it whenever he
I would
talks.
imagine. Yeah, so this was I just go into the thinking of this as somebody who's a big face in an organization. And the
Also-
NFL's big enough anyway, but
I feel like this is one of the it doesn't get talked about enough because it's Arizona. Like, what a disaster with the whole Kyler Murray thing's been bad.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been good.
It has.
You talking about like the?
I'm talking
his
about all
play?
of it.
you think they should have
I'm talking about
Daniel Jones?
no. I did not say that. I'm thinking about all the stuff. Like the play on the field has not been good enough to justify the contract, the Call of Duty, the Michael Vick photo. Like he just. There's not a lot of warm and fuzzy with Kyler Murray and the Cardinals. Like I don't know how Cardinals fans feel. I don't know if there's any of them, but like I feel like that's not a guy that they're wrapping their arms around if they see him at Walmart. Like, hey, there's my quarterback.
No, I get you. I
But
think
they're
there's
stuck
something to
with
that.
him, and like there you go.
That thing, they did that contract a bit ago now, though. I wonder how much is left on that, when they can get out of it.
This is probably
And-
the big years right now, though.
And who would pick him up? Like, if he was released after this year, do you think our teams are lining up?
I mean,
After the
I
year,
think if they.
Yeah, I mean, after the year. Yeah.
I think there'll be some interest. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say there'd be some interest.
well, like
I mean,
But
Kyler Murray.
are they lining up to go?
like the Saints should be interested.
So right
'cause they're
now,
terrible.
Kyler Murray's contract is the 10th highest in the NFL.
He's got 3 more years on it.
Oh, is it that many? Well, but 3 years, I bet after year, like when there's 2 years left, you can probably get out of him. Unless they pushed a lot of dead money down the road.
He has a club option in 2028, which would be the 4th year.
They ain't picking that one up.
Hamby, who you paying more, Jalen Hurts or Kyler Murray?
Don't answer that.
Nope, answer it.
Hurts.
Thank you.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
I'm shocked.
Hey, by the way,
I am shocked.
Kyler Murray in Arizona are 2-0.
I am shocked
They beat
at
the
Hamby's
Saints.
answer.
Beat the Saints in Carolina.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
They did beat the Saints.
If one of
in
us could
Carolina.
tackle Chuba Hubbard, we could beat them.
Yeah,
All right.
that is true. Hey, do you want to play the most mad moment you were on? Could you not
I have
get
to
it?
find it. I have to find
you
it
couldn't
later.
find it.
We
Okay.
can have it tomorrow.
We'll
Be a
play
nice
this
little tease.
instead.
I was gonna laugh, but wasn't gonna play.
I love when Hamby decides, like, stop screwing around. It's time to move on.
I respect it.
I do too. That's his job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like it.
a little bit. All right.
You went somewhere else today, or whenever you went, Casey, right?
Did I?
We were there watching the Family Feud the other day because we do that a lot in the office, and we were like, we think that Harvey should now have to say, we asked 100 stupid people.
Ah. Yes.
Yeah.
Or you can classify it as we asked 100 smart people.
Mm-hmm.
And you got these answers.
Yep. I mean, it would. Yeah. I like that.
Like, it'd be kind of funny.
I'm not mad at that.
Well,
I wish Steve Harvey would say like where they asked him
Yeah, it would be good.
because it can make a difference in the answers. So Casey, where'd you ask these people?
The usual. I don't know. Hamby, where was I supposed
You
to
need to
go?
hit up the beach, man. Hit up the beach a little bit. I got a good vibe of those people down there. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm not.
You're not a beach guy?
No, I'm actually closer to the beach than town center, but town center just, there's more people. You don't know what kind of answers you're going to get at the beach anyway. So yeah, I was asking folks, did you see the Jags game? They're like, yeah, for the most part.
For the most part.
Like, did you see Brian Thomas Jr.? Like, yeah. I was like, this has nothing to do with that, but, just to kind of set some groundwork here. And I asked folks, what do you think would be the top 5 things you do if you have the yips?
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Go ahead, Austin.
You're gonna seek professional help, like a sports psychologist.
Seek help.
Seek help.
Should be a good one.
Absolutely.
That should be number 1.
You'd be surprised, actually.
Really?
Number 5.
Number 5 was get help?
Yep.
Wow.
I talked to some real intellectuals.
There's some ruthless people there.
There are
It's gonna be like, man up. Shake it off.
Get benched.
Get benched?
That's not
Okay.
Something that you would do.
that you would do.
Brent.
I'm gonna bench myself.
Well, yeah, take a time out.
All right. So the phrasing, just so we both know again, is what would you do if you had the yips?
Yeah.
Okay. I would just say practice through it. Like, try to overcome it.
Keep on keeping on.
Get more reps. Yeah.
Get more reps. Power
reps.
through it.
Power
Hamby, anything like that?
This is just like the real Family Feud. This happens all the time in the show.
Which one are you thinking?
I mean,
How could this not be one of the answers?
I'm going to give him number 2.
Okay. That's fine.
What the hell does that even mean?
Just like slow it down, man. Like analyze it. Why? Like ask yourself why it's happening.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. I'm not sure you actually did say that.
Well, these are real intellectuals here at the town center, Brent. So we have to cater to their
Have some
answers.
respect.
I wonder if there's a delineation between getting what I would call psychologist help and phone a friend that has had it happen before.
Phone a friend is what
Meaning phone another athlete.
Austin.
If I have the
Give Chuck Knobloch a call.
If I have the
Somebody
yips,
said
what do you do if you have the yips? I'm just gonna walk away a little bit. I'm gonna walk away from the sport or the task, and
You're gonna quit?
take
You're
some
gonna bench
time off.
yourself?
No, I'm not gonna bench myself. I'm just gonna unwind and relax a little bit and come back. Okay.
I don't know how some of these aren't on here.
Don't ask me, dog. I just talked to the people.
What do you do if you have the yips, Brent? I mean, you golf. You should know. Like, I don't.
Change your approach.
Nice.
You change your approach.
It's a good answer.
That feels like a good answer. Hamby? Change of the approach?
Buttons aren't working, but ding.
There you go.
Mental refresh.
Whoa!
No, I didn't hit that.
Ding.
That's what I hit.
Oh, baby. Reframing mentally.
Man.
Should have brought in the cello for that.
Yeah, there we go.
3 and 4, Austin.
Okay. Things that you do when you get the yips.
These are like really psychological.
Number 3 is going to be a tough one to get. I'm just going to tell you.
Okay, how about like positive reinforcement, positive self-talk? Reaffirmation. Okay.
Read a book about it.
Austin.
I mean, I think this is strike number 3 coming up for me.
And Brent's on 4.
If you get the yips, what do you do? Change your whole like belief, like your routine. You get a new routine.
Oh, that's good.
Get a new routine.
Get a new. No, okay.
Okay, so
I'm not going. I don't like the buzz. I'm starting to feel like the guy in the truck again.
keep it up.
Hamby, I can hear it in my ears.
Keep it up. And the second you realize it's not going anywhere, just hit it.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so here's the thing.
Heated by the buzzer.
Listen to
I'm
me.
getting triggered, man. I'm on. Sorry, go ahead.
Number 3 is going to be tough to get. All right, I'm just going to be honest with you. Number 4, like, why are you in this situation? You know what I mean? Like why? Like why would you have had the yips in the first place?
Because you lack confidence.
No.
You've had failure.
You're afraid, yeah.
No. But like, what are you afraid of?
Losing.
But what are you losing?
Fear of failure. Losing confidence.
Your mind.
I'm with you there.
Well, that's what I'm losing right now.
Nah.
I swear to God.
Bad performance.
Why did you wait, hold on. Why did you have a bad performance?
Costs my team.
And that is
this is you sound like my high school guidance counselor.
When you
getting nowhere.
When you we're getting somewhere.
We're getting nowhere.
When
with
you
this.
cost your team,
We're not.
what did you feel? Don't say bad.
My fault.
We're not getting anywhere.
Austin, you're not going
All right, what
D1.
is it?
You
Just
have to
show.
go D3. That's what it was.
You talked about that with a guidance counselor?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I hated my guidance counselor. I thought she was scum.
Be sensitive.
Care less. Try to.
Care too much.
Yeah.
Okay, care less. For my life.
Breathing.
Damn, I could have got through,
Okay. Out of all the ones you've been mad about, I didn't think breathing techniques
Well, I
would be
mean, it makes sense though, like.
All right. Holy cow.
That felt like a non-sports yips. Answer.
Dude, I don't know.
Check Chat GPT.
I mean,
I can't wait to hear what the question is for this one.
What do you got for us?
this is a good one. So,
It's a good one. We set it up.
so I was on social media last night, and I'm used to Austin only being on in the mornings. But I did see a surprise afternoon entrance yesterday. And listen, I guess
Before the show. It was a morning one. But go ahead.
I guess he saves his best stuff for the Jaguar shows because a line that he said on this show with significantly less passion, and if the exchange between Trevor Lawrence and Liam Coen, it was nothing, is what he said on this show. But on the Jaguar show, he pounded his chest and said, "Then football's not for you." So I showed folks that clip, and I said, "What do you think this man would want you to watch if football's not for you?" So these are the top 5 things you should watch if football's not for you.
Just so we're clear. So this was, you showed the video of me on Jaguars Happy Hour.
Yep.
And now these people saw that and said,
This is what they think that you would watch if
Yeah.
football's not for you. And let me tell you, folks, this one is pretty specific.
okay.
Like
yeah,
some
I
of
mean,
the-
it
like,
shows, right?
It
obviously.
shows.
So
It
that's
could be other
specific?
sports, could be movies.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it could just be like could be specific channels, could be
Yeah.
Oh, wait. It's channels now
could be
we're doing?
paint dry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily even a show. It could be, okay.
If football's not for
Boy,
you,
Let's go
Ooh.
deep. Politics.
Oh, that's not good. Ballet or gymnastics. Aw. I'm like,
Game shows.
No, it's gotta be like, okay, football's not for you, so like you're kind of a wuss, right? Like you can't
Whoa,
handle the.
I didn't say that.
Well, no, but like that's what
that's what
I
you
feel like-
implied on the show. That's what you were implying.
Well, yeah, if you can't handle someone going like this or like this, then you probably can't handle.
Soft as Charmin.
Yeah, soft as Charmin.
Fair enough.
So with that being said,
That's why I said ballet.
golf.
Golf.
Yeah.
Seemed like a good one.
There are. I will tell you. There's at least one more sport on here. There's one that's.
This is going to be the
kind of a
hardest thing
sport.
ever.
Yeah, it feels like it. Basketball.
Really? Oh, I thought that the pause. I thought was coming.
Well, there's
it's
no
not
rhyme or
hockey.
reason here, man. You mentioned
yeah,
golf.
I
And
know. There's no hockey. I don't think baseball wouldn't be
I
one.
just figured, what the hell, another sport?
Yeah, figure skating. Okay, It's a sport, Brett. I don't know,
you
Brett.
guys give us one answer so we can
This
see
is
one
horrible.
answer on the board.
Do not give them anything.
What does it matter, Brett? They're all gonna be all on the table. Like this is like
3 television shows, 2 sports.
okay.
Sports Center.
You're a moron.
Show me the Golden Girls.
Actually, a decent guess, but no.
Am I getting warmer?
No, but I mean, it's better than any of the other crap.
Am I in the?
So
am
not
I in
white
the
hot.
county? Am I in, not white hot?
You
at
are
all?
not white hot.
Okay. In theory,
The Hallmark Channel.
he doesn't get the bit. Okay, so
I think it's pretty clear we both don't get the bit.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's got to be things that are like just they're not masculine. They're not like in your face.
what's
So
a
just-
sport you would think's the opposite of football?
I mean, I said 3 of them.
Any more?
Opposite of football. Soccer. Okay. Well, they flop.
I love how he only has the negative comments to me. Like, I don't get the bit. Dude,
I'm getting negative reactions. Don't act like I'm off the table here. Hey, I swear this buzzer.
Come on.
That accident did something to him, man.
Brent, it's failure.
I
don't like hearing it.
If you guys can even get one at this point.
Brent, give us one.
Not one on the board.
Brent,
I'm saying any of the
Give
answers.
us a sport. Equestrian or something?
Yeah.
No, it's pretty. I mean, the one that I'm trying to get you to is pretty. It's a sport. Like, there's no argument.
Okay.
Now the other one, questionable.
As a sport?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it is by definition, but like you're not watching it. But
Okay.
it is on Fox 30 occasionally.
Oh, come on, Brent.
I don't know if he's trying to go
This is-
violent sport that's not football.
I don't think
to
the
get
sport
that fixed.
I don't think the sport on Fox 30 is talking about it's violent at all.
I wouldn't.
I would say it's really boring, and I think it's going to die out in 5 years.
He's trying to go pickleball.
Pickleball? Oh, I thought it was pickleball.
No.
Are we done?
Volleyball?
No. Guys.
What?
Guys.
Casey,
You
what
just, I guarantee you at least watched the stupid sport last week.
Oh, NASCAR? I don't.
Have we said baseball yet?
No.
Baseball.
You said golf, tennis.
We've literally.
Okay, cool.
Tennis?
Tennis.
Why not?
Boy, this one really was. We asked 100 stupid people.
Yeah.
How?
Because,
we just named 400 sports. We're
Hey,
supposed to get that?
Casey, you mean to
How
tell me
about,
that
other
if
sports?
you can't handle this and you can't handle this, they're going to handle the whole time playing tennis? Because that's all tennis is. It's.
Well, but, I mean, in fairness
That's
to
crazy
Casey,
work.
he didn't come up with the answers.
I did not.
No, but I'm trying to defend our answers.
I get it.
And why we weren't thinking tennis.
I mean, he is being way too harsh on our answers.
No, if
our
anything-
answers actually made some sense.
If anything's comparable to this and this, it's tennis.
How?
This motion right here is tennis.
This
is tennis.
Okay. All right. You're
How about a TV show, guys?
A TV
I don't know,
show.
man. I don't care. MASH, Seinfeld,
Wheel of Fortune.
Jerry Springer. I don't.
All right, ball game.
There's no rhyme or reason for any of this. I don't know. This is the entrance music you're playing.
Keep playing wrong stuff.
This was the dumbest one ever.
This makes zero sense.
Like, you actually wanted us to just sit here and guess every show that ever existed?
Planet Earth's good though.
There you go.
By the way, Planet Earth season 3 or whatever, and Antarctica is coming out. My roommate did a lot of video for that. So check that out, everybody.
This is one of these like classic trivia games where you know the answer,
Bowling, huh?
right? And you're like, I can't believe these other people can't get this answer. Nobody would have got these answers.
Nobody.
You guys could have guessed here all day and wouldn't have got those
Because
answers.
I'm thinking of like soft shows. I'm thinking Golden Girls. I'm not thinking Walter White putting a cap in somebody. Like, no one's thinking about that. That's football. Like, if you're into football, you're watching Breaking Bad. I feel like
That was a while.
You didn't watch Breaking Bad, though, and you
I
played football.
didn't. Yeah, well, you know what are you
Kind
gonna
of
do?
delete your argument.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
That was fun. Didn't go so well.
I mean, I don't know what you want from me. I thought it was
don't want
like
anything. I'm on Team U here.
I thought it was like the whole
Because
argument was like, okay, if you can't handle
that was
football
rough.
and just little things, nuances like that, then you probably can't handle like a masculine show. That's what I thought.
Yeah. I thought your brain was in the right. That was a good tweet, by the way. It had like 20,000 hits on it.
That was not. I mean, it was literally 5 seconds long. I mean,
Well,
I
that
can't-
helps it probably.
Yeah, you gotta keep them short. All right.
You got called out on that, by the way.
I shared something from a different show? Like, yeah.
He just thought you weren't as passionate when you delivered it yesterday on the show.
Oh,
or Monday first.
because I wasn't as passionate, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because
well, you got to redo.
But you know what? I got to redo number one, but number two, I hate that we opened the show with it. I was annoyed with it.
Oh, we did?
We did.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Hey,
I love.
I wear my
find out
emotions
the
on my
hindsight.
sleeve. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. If I'm not having a good time, I'm not having a good time. If I'm annoyed, I'm annoyed.
Yeah,
if I'm having fun, I'm
can
having
tell
fun.
that.
Yeah, you got it.
But
Yeah.
Why did we were actually going to start the show with Brian Thomas Jr., but why did we start
Oh,
the show
no.
with
You
that
know
the
what we
other day?
started the show with? Actually, it was the penalty. And I was mad with that.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Because then I said how Liam, and then that got
That was your fault, Hamby.
and then that got twisted around because then it's like Austen Lane doesn't like Liam Coen as a head coach anymore.
It was just a good picture.
Okay.
I hear you.
Saw that on Twitter. Austen Lane doesn't want Liam Coen as a coach anymore. Okay.
There we go.
And I'm not going to defend myself. Like, either go back and listen to the whole episode or don't. I don't care.
No. One thing that again happened this week that triggered me to be like, I think the number one thing I've learned in our industry, working in this industry, and specifically around social media now and covering the NFL, is that people, and you know this, but it just kind of hits home, is that people will hear what they want to hear and see what they want to see. Like the whole Trevor stuff right now, or is it Brian's fault, Trevor's fault, whatever. Like you just want to, you're going to craft your opinion, and then you're going to go find all these different things. And I'm sure we're guilty of it at times, right?
Yeah.
To spin into what we want to spin, but it's just wild how in your face that is sometimes. People hear what they want to hear.
Parker Washington getting traded.
Yes, that's the funniest one.
Parker Washington.
Never said it.
Yeah.
That was a great one.
Yep.
I get that. I'm going to get that one for eternity too.
Oh, you still get? I saw the mention sometimes.
Yeah.
Brent, you still get that one.
I'm going to get that one.
Yeah.
That's okay. Like that's what makes it fun.
Yeah, man.
Hey, we're going to have some fun on Monday. Action Sports Jax Stream 18, presented by Cadillac and Access Golf. Make sure you check out ActionSportsJaxStream18.com. You can see all the different people that help participate, and we'll raise some money for St. Michael's Soldiers and North Florida Junior Golf Foundation at Southampton on Monday. We'll have the show live from there. Tomorrow we're live at Baker's Sports. What are you guys chuckling about?
Are we both there, or are we just?
Probably not you. I don't want you to have to drive up there and have some PTSD about last night.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
It's a little. It's not.
Can
They've
you
changed
give me a ride tomorrow?
locations.
I don't like driving right now.
He's driving backwards all the way home.
Driving backwards with the backup cam.
Oh, it'll go well.
Just so I can. Yeah, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Now the crash will be in. It'll be your fault.
What were you guys just laughing at?
Don't worry about it. We're out of time.
Just
End the
you
show.
like bobbing? Like what's your Atlanta Braves pitching coach?
What?
Rick Kranitz?
Gosh. Oh, in the 90s.
Bro, he wasn't alive.
He knows. Leo Mazzoni.
Oh, Mazzoni. Is that what he did?
Bobbed?
Yeah, he's
What?
You're a Braves fan.
Don't look at me. Like, this is okay.
He's a
I'm like,
Braves
I have
fan.
no idea what is happening.
Go look at any video of Leo Mazzoni. I mean, come on, you should know this. You know this, don't you?
Dude had Tourette's or oh, like he's okay. He would say like this, like in the I'm like in the.
He just sit in the dugout.
Okay, just
constantly doing this.
Huh?
Yeah, it's a Braves
that
thing.
That would be distracting.
It would be distracting.
Yeah.
You got kind of edgy today.
Well,
This accident did something to him.
Because you're looking at me like I'm supposed to know who.
No,
already
really
forgot his
looking at
name.
Hamby.
Already forgot his name. Talk about a pitching coach to end the show out. Have a great day, everybody.
Yes, please do.
One more time?
What are we doing? This is a car accident.
This is.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jax 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts.
Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers.
And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing is taking their 75-plus years of expertise and expanding to CGC Home Services. Water treatment and plumbing is still a big part of what they do, and now they can do even more for you. Home services like kitchen and bathroom remodeling, showers, sinks, faucets, toilet repair, backflow testing, and the list keeps going. Find all they can do at cgchomeservices.com or give them a call, 904-298-7052. It's a new look and a new name with the same expertise. They've been serving homes like yours since 1946. CGC Home Services, right here in Jacksonville off St. John's Bluff Road, 904-298-7052. And visit cgchomeservices.com. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
For the game day hustle and every day in between, juggling my show Jag Social to going under the Friday night lights and a social life, it's a daily tournament. But this ride, MVP status. The all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus isn't just my car, it's my personal locker room, office on the go, and VIP lounge on wheels. Let's talk tech. My profile remembers everything from customizing my dash display to setting the ambient lighting and my signature scent. And wireless charging, essential for live tweeting scores. Whether I'm packing for a beach day with friends or heading to the gym, there's space for every passion. After dominating all day, this becomes my recovery zone. The massage feature is like having a personal PT on call. Life's a non-stop game, but with this ride, I'm always on my A game. The 2024 Lincoln Nautilus. Drive your passion.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet. Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table. Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes